Well, hello there everyone, how are we doing? It's a bit weird sitting here at 5 o'clock on a Friday, so it's like work, isn't it? Who have we got in the chat? I got as far as Ulrika. Hello. Oh, we've got Karen as well. Hi Karen, nice to see you. Everybody's good. Mary. Marilise is here as well. Hello. Oh, yeah, good stuff. Right, so here's the situation. We've got a new microphone, which I am 100% blaming on Ms. Theosaurus's enabling. Managed to get a new one in the Prime event. I've been kind of farting about with it, but I need you to tell me what the volume's like, and I'm not sure about the positioning just yet, but we can tweak it as we go along. So obviously I tend to move from here to here quite a lot, so if it starts to get irritating you can let me know. But also if any of you have got headphones in, let me know what the range is like and if there's any feedback, etc. And I shall do my best to what's the word I'm looking for? Calibrate accordingly. Oh. He's trying to be here but toddler blocked. Oh my goodness. Sounds good so far. Right, okay, great. So the premise for this evening's stream, obviously just a relaxed vibe as always. There will be possibly, potentially, a little bit of adult chat, especially if I get a couple of beers in. So if you do have wee ones running about, just be aware that the conversation might get to gutter level, because we usually end up there anyway, let's face it. So I have here lots of subscription boxes. I've got 3 of the Scrawler boxes, and I've also got 2 Upcrates as well. These are all unopened, unseen, and by some miracle I have managed to keep away from spoilers on social media as well. No idea how I've managed that. So all of these unboxings are blind. I know some of you obviously will have seen the contents of said boxes, especially with Scrawlrbox. We're like 3 months behind. But I thought it would just be quite a nice way to spend an early Friday evening here in the UK and obviously get some entertainment. So we're going to unbox everything first. We can have a wee sift through the supplies, see what we like, what we don't like, and for the last hour we'll maybe try and create an artwork with some of the supplies. Martine's thinking about trying a subscription, not sure what to go for. Well, this is the best place for you to be, my dear. Oh, Karen can only hear music like she's in an elevator. That's the wait music. You shouldn't still be hearing that now. I don't think there should be that much lag. Hopefully Karen can get sorted out. Thea's saying to refresh. So, usual spiel, welcome to the cave, blah blah blah. Mods that are here is Thea, so if you need anything or you need help, seek her out. She has a little blue spanner next to her name. Oh, there we go, Karen's sorted out. Good stuff. Okay, so that's the boxes side of it. On the beer side of it, I have a rather large tankard here, and it's these little diddly cans of beer Moretti I've got. Normally in the UK we don't have cans of beer this size. I don't know where these have come from. And obviously it's in millilitres, so it's about half a pint a can. I have not really been drinking all that much. Some of you know I've been trying to look after myself a bit better. Fully prepared for this beer to like figuratively punch me in the face. If I start to get a bit squiffy, you probably know, but we'll see how it goes. So I should be able to get a pint in here, so I should be able to get almost 2 of these cans in, but we'll see how it goes. Wee cans of beer, yeah, they're the wee ones. Hi Green Hat, there we go, we've got another mod in, guys. Sound great through headset too. Okay, thank you Thea, that's good to know. And Karen's got earpods in as well. Okay, that's great, thank you for that, I appreciate that. It's always a bit, when you've got a new piece of kit, especially when there's so many things that feed into the one place, obviously the stream, you're just never quite sure how it's going to turn out. I did notice that I was filming a wee bit of a video earlier on. That video is going to be up on Sunday, and when I was editing the footage and the audio sounded like a little bit muddy, so I might have to tweak some settings in the editing software, but I'm glad it sounds okay here. So there we go. Chin chin everyone, happy Friday. I hardly ever drink beer now. Ulrika's not having beer because she's got gastritis. Oh my word, that is super uncomfortable. Been there, done that. you have my sympathies. I will drink for you also. I do have a button for an earring. Do you like that? Mary's had to turn me up a wee bit, but very clear. Okay, good. Yes, Chin that's joining in, or maybe some of you might be joining in slightly later on. It might be a wee bit early for you. Okay, so first question, chat, is where would you like to start with the boxes? Would you like to alternate between Scrawlrbox and Upcrates? Or do you just want to go through all the Scrawlrboxes and then go through all the Upcrates? We have options. So you can let me know what you think about that, how you feel about that, and you can go from there. Yeah, somebody's got buffering. We've got buffering. Let's see what we can do about that. And oh, we're dropping lots of frames. Right, hang on guys, let's see what we can do. I'm getting a poor stream status. This is not what we need. Let's see what we've got here. Just hang on a wee minute, guys. This is a good old hillbilly internet. Don't we just love it? Always fun and games. We'll check out some speeds, see what's what. Okay. Don't mind which way we open. Scrawlrbox, then Upcrate. The stream couldn't handle the beer. Oh, goodness me. I'm just checking my internet speeds, guys, because that's usually, obviously, the main point of contention here. It's usually things that screws us up, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, my upload speed's a wee bit unsteady, so you might get some buffering. Unfortunately, there's not a huge amount I can do about that. It's just the nature of my internet. I'm very sorry, so hopefully we get caught up soon. Drink. Okay. Hi Mel, nice to see you. Okay, it should settle down a wee bit there. I say I'm terribly sorry about that. So we don't have a huge consensus on the boxes. Susan's saying Scrawlrbox, then Upcrate. But apart from that, right, okay. The other problem with the Scrawlrbox situation is I don't know what order these boxes are in, just because I didn't necessarily sit them down in the correct order. So, right, let's just go 1, 2, or 3. I'll put a little poll up for you. Oh, jeez. It's eventful already. Roll a dice. I'll just ask you guys, that's easier. We'll just number them left to right, so the furthest left one will be number 1, and the furthest right one will be number 3, but obviously that leaves us 2 in the middle. And while we're waiting on that, we'll just take a little sup here. Lucky dip time. Hello, Abba Climb. Abba Climb says the middle one. Oh, okay. So 58% have picked 2. Oh, we're up for the middle one. Okay, right. Let's just do that then. Don't want to labour the point for too long, but okay. So we'll start with this one. And then we'll have number 3 because that had the next most votes, and then we'll go number 1. Right, okay, so let's just get wired in, as we would say. Okay, I feel as if I should be doing the usual spiel that I do in the videos, you know, like, oh, blah, 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 this is the box from the UK, but I am making the assumption that most of you will know that already. So let's see what we've got. I love it. See, when we've got a little neat package like this, that makes me so happy. Is that really sad? And we've got our Scrawler Zine, a 105. Be More Bob, oh my goodness. White card, oh, it's in plastic, that's quite unusual. I feel as if we're zoomed in really far. This that you can see here, this is the new microphone. I've kept the weird squishy thing that was protecting like the top of the mic. I don't know why, but that's what you can see there, so hopefully that doesn't put you all off too much. Hello Jan, nice to see you. You've not missed much, Jan. Okay, the fact that we've got white card makes me think markers, which you all know I love now. And this artwork is absolutely fracking adorable. It looks as if it's been done on cardboard. I really like this kind of like bold graphic style because it's so far removed from what I would do. So this is the Featured Artist Corp, Full-Time Artist, Online Corp Academy. When I'm not teaching people how to draw with marker pens. Ding, 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 ding. Hello, Katara. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. We've got Instagram, X, YouTube, all the socials. Oh, focus. Come on now. Blinking autofocus. There you go. You can check all that out there. And this white card, let's get this box out of the way. Chuck it out the road. I'm assuming will be bright white, smooth. Ooh. Oh. So we've got 10 sheets, 250 GSM. Yeah. Wee bit of a rough cut edge there, but yeah, okay. Very smooth. Very, very, very smooth. Okay. Cool. Markers, yay. Let's take a wee look, shall we? Oh, now. Oh, okay, right. This is a bit better than I thought it was going to be. So we've got our wee sticker that matches our artwork here, and you know I like to play the jigsaw game, and that's the sleeve. That fits in there. It's just a wee mini version of it. Okay, so yeah, we've got some Posca pens, which are technically still markers, but they're a bit more favourable for me than alcohol markers. So these are well, I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain these to you. Basically they're paint pens. They've given us a really muted set of colours. With the Poscas, they do like a dark set, and there's also like an autumn set. So you get like more of these kind of dark blues. I love this colour. This is my favourite, the navy one. This is actually one of my favourite Poscas, like full stop. And we've got this nice ivory colour as well. I don't know if it's actually... Oh, it is called ivory. That's a good guess. And we've got brown, black, and this berry colour, red wine. So, oh, that keeps in with the booze theme. Like that. Oh, dear. Hello from Calgary. Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you. They are nice, aren't they, Mary? I like them. And there's a really dark, like olive green colour as well, which I've already got. So the nib size on these, this is the 3M. So I kind of refer to this as like the middle of the road pen. I tend to use the very, very small nibs or the really, really chunky ones. And the 3M and the 5M are probably the most popular ones and the ones that have the widest colour range. So you can see you've got a nice bullet tip there, and we will have to activate these. That's going to take some time, and it's probably going to be quite sore on your ears, so I might mute the mic while I shake them. Okay, so that's nice. We've got a good range of colours. I like those. Ooh. It's beer in boxes, Jan. The stream's called Beer in Boxes. We've got beer. Yes, Jan, yes you do. Okay, we've got a Pro marker here as well. This is a Winsor & Newton marker. A Cool Grey 3, so that's denoted by the band here. And if I just... Oh, these are always so stiff. Oh, we've got a nice chisel tip here. I always talk about the Winsor & Newton markers as having a tidy chisel tip. It's a wee bitty smaller than some of the ones you see on some of the other markers, and you seem to be able to get a really nice neat line out of them. And on the other end here is this super fine little tip here. This is great for handwriting, hand lettering, and, you know, little sort of details. So that is fabulous. We've got our sweetie as well. What have we got? Oh, we've got a cherry cola flavour refreshers bar as vegan friendly as well. I can't say I've ever encountered one of these. Mr. Jem really likes cola flavoured things. He's got a very sweet tooth. I don't know how he feels about cherry cola, so I'll maybe keep this for him and I can give it to him later and see what he thinks. Righty McCoho. We've got Patty as well. Hello Patty, good morning. Have you woken up a wee bit now? Jan doesn't have beer, she's got JD and Coke. Yep, that's fine. That's acceptable. I approve. And Elise is here too. Hello, Elise. Marigold's got the pro marker. She's got the full set. Keeps forgetting about them. Ah, that's funny. Right, okay. Cool. So let's just... So I'm so used to like having time to do this in a video. Like I'm kind of caught in the hop here. Right, so we've got our paper. Let's take a look at the scroller zine and see what. And so as per usual, we've got our... Oh, this is sitting a bit funky. Behave. We've got our sort of page. I noticed that the QR code's missing from this one. There used to be a teeny tiny QR code that you would go and look at the supplies. Let's see if I can get a good zoom level. Is that okay? Yeah, that'll do nicely. Mel's living on Coke Zero Vanilla. Oh no, Mel. Oh, see the vanilla thing. We tried all the Pepsi brought out like a mango Pepsi Max and a lime one, and they've always had the cherry one, and they're revolting. I'm like, oh no. Again, though, not really a sweet person, so just not suiting my palate at all. Okay, so we've kind of talked about this already. We don't need to do much more. We've got our wee interview here with the artist. So, talking about using Posca pens, which is obviously the main medium that he works in. That's a really good photo. The other favourite thing is their Art Deco sketchbooks. I've talked about Art Deco paper before. I've got a few Art Deco sketchbooks and I really like them. So yeah. The QR code is there. Did I miss it, Susan? Is it just not on this page? It's just not on this page. Okay, right. This feels really thick, this magazine as well. Like it feels as if there's more in it than before. We've got our Scrawler Tips page. This is great if you've never used the supplies before. Obviously you want the swatchy bit. And it's talking about layering up because these are quite opaque, these pens. So you can, you can work on top as long as everything's underneath is dry. And talking about, pardon me, this is starting because it's the beer. Oh no, I can tell this isn't going to go well. For an even and flat lay down of colour, go slow. It is easy to rush. Pardon me. It is easier with the bigger nibbed Posca pens. If you're wanting a nice flat colour with these over a large area, you do really have to take your time. It was circled in blue on that page. Am I absolutely... Oh, there it's there. You guys. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Thanks. Or say not off to a good start here at all. I think it's just because it's so small now. It's like I keep missing stuff. I know I've only had like 2 mouthfuls, Anne-Marie. Okay. They're talking about grabbing a palette here as well and adding some water. You all know how I feel about that. If I want to do that, I'll use paint. But it's good to know that you can do that. And you can see here they've done like a wee swatch of what happens when you add a wee bit of water to some of these. So that's all good to know as well. Tells you how to activate it. Masking off areas, and the obligatory bit about the fact that you can use it on any surface. We know this as well. Okay, so there a wee deep dive here into paint pens and yet another QR code, which is substantially bigger than the last one. And it's giving you a wee chance to try something out, maybe follow along here's a little step by step to familiarise yourself with the supplies. So that's pretty nice as well. Like that's a nice touch. I like that a lot. April's here. Beer glasses can't see barcodes. Yeah, I got there. Thanks, Susan. I'm sorry. I don't want to infuriate you at this early stage. We're a bit early into the stream for that, aren't we? Oh. So the artist is giving us some advice as well, and there's some sort of literature here about learning some new skills. Sometimes we need a little help in growing our skills. That's something Corp can help with. He's been super generous and offered an exclusive Scrawlrbox discount to join the Corp Academy. Choose from online lessons or catch-up videos that include step-by-step instructions on how to use Posca, Spectrum Noir and fine line pens. So if you're looking to develop your marker art style, this might be something that would appeal to you. The fact that it says the word discount suggests that at some point you will have to pay for something. Some of you might want to check that out if it's something you're interested in. I love the heading up here. It just says wonky equals fine. My top tip really, my top tip to really enjoy your drawing time is to go wonky. Every line you draw, try going over it twice, not to make it twice as thick, but to make it twice as wonky. Wonky lines are much easier to draw, in my opinion, look better. This is one of the reasons that I don't like drawing architecture. There's too many straight lines and I have too much of an uncooperative hand for that. I tend to prefer organic shapes because it gives me a bit more room for manoeuvre if I make a mistake. So yeah, I agree. Okay, nice. Really, really good. Scrawler gallery. Okay, so this was hidden gems. I ended up doing like a dot work diamond for or gemstone for this, and yeah, yeah. I'm always interested to see the scope of the subjects that people come up with based on the prompts. And there's some lovely artworks here, but look how different they all are from each other. Like, you know, you've got someone here that's more of like a mandala pattern type thing. We've got flowers, we've got portraits. You know, there's everything here. There's the wee beastie stuck in a bit of amber by the looks of things, and another QR code. Wonky lines are my jam, says Thea. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, this is lovely, like really, really like that. So if we turn over the page here, we've got the top three, a little bit of, oh yeah, really, yeah, okay. I know I like all of these, but for different reasons. Julie Spreadle, I know this person, I'm familiar with this person's art, follow them on Instagram. And we've got, this is nice down here too, though. I don't think I could pick one of those. That's really nice. Okay, love it. Good. So, Posca, Rise of an Icon. So there's a page here just talking about the Posca pens themselves. I really enjoy these pens. I think that's probably, I would say it's probably the closest I would get to enjoying markers as the Posca pens. I have done a shop window. I did a Christmas scene when we were at the last cave. I did it for my local post office, and it was the last mailing dates for sending post before Christmas, and we had snowmen in post boxes and, you know, like snowflakes and stuff. It was good. Really enjoyed it. Oh, Scrawler Sketch Roundup. And these are some of the ones that a good time to showcase some of the beautiful creations made. So this is just a wee selection of things that have been done over the... Oh, look at this. It's nice. I like the bee as well. It's super cute. So good. So good, so good. On the streets. So we're talking about street art here. And their usual bit about the live stream, and yet another QR code. And more importantly, what we're looking for is the prompt, which is off the wall. We're taking you off kilter with this month's challenge, as inspired by our featured artist Corp. Embrace the wild, weird and wonderful inside you to incorporate, oh dear, your personality traits into a cookie cartoon version of yourself. Take these supplies off the wall and into your sketchpad or Scrawlrbox to create your own character design. Because that's one of the things you can do, is you can deconstruct your box, and if that's something that tickles you, you can try that out. Okay, so let's scan the QR code. I don't even know where my phone is. Oh god, it must be here somewhere. I actually don't know where my phone is. This could be a problem. Guys. Actually, no idea. I thought I had it with me. I sat it down somewhere. Right, I'm going to have to go and find my phone, so you're going to have to give me a minute. I shall return. Where have I left it? Nobody knows. Found it. thought I would just grab another wee beer while I was there. Self-stocked up, you know. Okay. Right, anywho's. Teeny tiny QR code. Cookies. Scrawlrbox 105. What was in the box? This is what we want. So let me just see if I can get... There we go. Our most requested supply is back, the one and only Posca. There are 5 of them to play with. These markers feature a brilliant, high quality, light, fast and water resistant pigment paint. They deliver a bright, matte, opaque finish that is also buildable, so that means you can layer them up. These 3M markers have a slightly smaller nib size, which makes them perfect for outlining, highlighting and all of the finer detailing in your designs. With the bullet nibs and thin barrels, these pens will provide perfect agility and finesse to your designs. Once activated, they glide, that should be glide, not guide. They glide across almost any surface, so you can take your, not our, creations outside of the box. Recommended retail price is $3.99 each. Unless you are going for a specific colour, I always recommend buying these in packs. You know, you can get sets of like 5 or 6 or whatever it is, and you'll get a range of colours that work well together. So highly recommend that. At $3.99, I can't remember the last time I actually bought an individual Posca pen. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure you can get them cheaper than that though. But that's a-okay. If anybody wants to see some of the different Posca nib sizes, let me know and I'll go and grab some. And you can have a wee comparison. You can tell me whether that's of interest to you or not. The Cool Grey Pro Marker is a classic alcohol-based streak-free coverage for flawless results, featuring twin-tipped, the broad chisel, the tidy chisel as I call it, and the fine bullet nib that allow you the freedom to flip easily between shading, larger areas and precise detailing. The markers are easy to blend, not bend. This is absolutely riddled with spelling mistakes. Like, this absolutely rubs me up the wrong way. It's just sheer laziness and nothing else. It's so annoying. Anyway, Cool Grey 3 is perfect for highlighting objects or creating shades as suggested by our featured artist. Recommended retail price $3.65. Again, alcohol markers tend to be on the expensive side. The Extra Smooth Card, perfect for all of your crafting and colouring needs. Surface is particularly well suited to pen, ink and markers as it will not bleed. We'll see. This drawing card is acid free and has a resilient surface designed to endure repeated working and erasing. Now, well, there's a challenge if ever I saw one. Oh, we're having a debate about Zentangles now. Venetia's getting a little lesson on what's happened with Zentangle. Yep. Oh, Jan's still talking about Jack Daniels because she's saying that she's talking about the honey neat. That is the honey flavoured Jack Daniels. Again, not for me. My variant of Jack Daniels is around Christmas time. I buy a bottle of Jack Daniels Fire, which is the cinnamon one. That is my, like, see when I smell that, I just think Christmas. And it's the best thing ever. The honey one is just far too sweet for me. The apple one I can take with, like, see if I put tonic water in it, I can drink it, but I can't add something like lemonade to it because it just gets really sickly. But yeah, they've got quite a few now, but yeah, not a fan. Okay, right, so that is the supplies in the box. I, for one, am really happy about this box because normally when I see markers, I'm like, oh god, here we go again. But I like the Poscas. So I'm gonna swatch these out. I am going to prime them. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with this, the first thing, obviously you can hear that. There's a little ball bearing in here, and when you shake the pen, it makes sure that the paint's mixed properly, because like other paints, they can separate in the barrel. So that is to make sure that everything is well mixed. I'll zoom out a wee bit here so that we can see what's going on. and the nib depresses all the way into the pen like this. And when we do that in an upright fashion, the paint then drains down into the nib. So what's the rule, guys? Fast, not hard. So really quick movements to depress the pen up and down. I hope that's not too loud next to the mic, guys. I'm sorry if it is. Maybe I'll move it away slightly. Because I think this microphone's quite sensitive. But if I keep doing this, eventually the paint will start to drain down into the nib. Green Hat loves the noise the paint pens make. It's like a Green Hat fidget toy. Okay, so you can see there that the nib is saturated, and I will be able to create a nice solid panel of colour there, and you can see we've got nice lines there. I always kind of like to wait till this dries. They do dry really quickly, but it gives you a truer sense of the colour. So that was the red wine colour. I'm going to do navy now, my favourite one. And we'll do the same here. Ulrika can hear it, but it's not annoying in your headphones, so you can hear that. Maybe I should do like an ASMR video, but with like art supplies. There we go. Oh, that went quickly. Okay. I love this colour. Like, it's so rich. It's one of my favourites. Do love the navy. Let's go the brown colour. This is dark brown. You can hear the nib depressing, that's funny. Art ASMR would be nice. Would you like that idea, Katara? So I was thinking like the noise of pens on paper, that's quite nice, or like paintbrushes, but also you could do stuff like, hang on, grab my wee pencil case here, kneaded erasers, like, because you always see ASM artists and they like squish slime over the microphone, like we can make microphone noises. I love stuff like that. I listen to quite a lot of ASMR when I can't sleep. Green Hat, I sometimes sit with my bag of Poscas and shake it like a rattle. Ha! Susan loved the sound it made when you put all the pens down, really? Ah, okay, that's really... Okay, maybe like I might entertain that, because I really like ASMR videos. I can't do mouth noises. They absolutely make me want to vomit in my mouth. Any videos that have mouth noises, I'm like, nope, nope, whole bag of nope. But I like clicky, tappy noises or squishy noises, or any ones that do... Have any of you seen the microphones and it's like a pair of ears and they do like the ear rubbing? I love that. That's amazing. Right, I've got the ivory one here as well. This is a really useful Posca to have, like, because it's an off-white. Mel really liked this box, even though she's terrible with Poscas. The blue goes so well together with the ivory. Just to let you know that some of you are going to get ads incoming. There we go. So even on this bright white paper, you can see that showing up quite well. It does look a wee bitty yellow in the camera lens, but it's definitely more of an off-white than a yellow. Beautiful. Ulrika's never listened to any ASMR. Oh. It doesn't do anything for some people, that's the thing. I am very receptive to it, though it works well for me. Okay, so this is just the good old black. Susan, there's nothing nicer than a bunch of pens in a soft pencil case when you shake it. Noted, noted. That would be fun, I think, just for something a wee bit different. I was noticing today, when I was uploading the video that I was editing earlier, there's nearly 700 videos on the Cave YouTube channel now. That's insane. So maybe it's time to do something a bit different. Thea likes the smell of pencils. See, when you come into the cave, that's the first thing that everyone says. Like, see, when they open the door, like, it smells like pencils in here. It smells like a school classroom. And I'm like, yes. Yeah, I would highly recommend Ulrika. Good people to a good place to start. See, for some like not too intense ASMR, look up ASMR Glow on YouTube. She's really good, she's lovely, and she's got quite a big range of videos, but they're quite short. They're like, a lot of them are 20 minutes or less. And wear earphones when you're listening and give it a bash. April is solidly meh about ASMR. We'll say it doesn't do anything for some people, like some people just don't respond to it. The rustly paper sound. Doesn't give you hairs on the back of your neck, but you enjoy the sound. Mel likes the sound of swishing a paintbrush in water as well. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, give it a bash or you can let me know how you get on. So yeah, ASMR, basically it's like it does different things to different people. For me, I get like a really heavy feeling in the middle of my chest here, but it's like a relaxed feeling and it spreads all the way up my neck and like up the back of my head. And it's just this amazing sense of like relaxation. And then eventually it like spreads over your body like someone's like drenching you in like warm water. It's a lovely feeling, very, very relaxing. But see, unfortunately, not everybody has the same response. But it's worth a shout. So here is our grey marker that is sinking into the paper. I don't know what it said about it not bleeding. It's definitely spreading a wee bit, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's bleeding or feathering. I'll check the back of the paper in a wee minute. I've never used the videos as like a milestone marker, but I think if we make it to 1,000 videos, I think we should do something special. Wilcox Mama says ASMR makes my skin crawl, but my husband loves it. That's funny. See, it's funny because there's some things I absolutely cannot listen to. See, any like kissy noises or mouth noises, like, oh, it gives me the absolute vomit. Like, just 100% no. But give me tippy tappy things or anything like that, I'm like, ooh. Mel, I have the smell of Karen Dash nail colours. Probably need an intervention of some kind. They do have a very unique smell and I'm not opposed to it. Yeah, so I was too busy talking there, but you can see the difference between your chisel nib. Obviously, you can twist your chisel nib about to get different angles. But that fine end, this end here, it is really, really narrow, but look how much that's spread out. If I use it right on the tip, you can get a finer line, but it is sort of working its way out. But it's not wayward or anything, like it's perfectly manageable. Okay, so that is Scrawlrbox number 105. And the prompt for that was Off the Wall, and they're talking about designing like a cookie version of yourself, which is quite nice. I absolutely 100% really, really like this box. This is a box that is up my alley. I do want to continue on into other pastures and see what else we've got to play with. Everyone's like, yeah, pencil smells are great. They are, Venetia. We all love the pencil smells. I say, I take it as a huge compliment when people walk in and are like, yeah, it smells like pencils in here. I'm like, yes. It does smell a wee bit like paint as well, like acrylic paint. But I think that's because I've got that dirty great big canvas kicking about. Righty McHo-ho, so let's move on to the next box. Mr. Jem's going to be so excited by the time we finish tonight because he's going to have 3 sweeties to eat tonight in front of the TV later on. He can't with the kissy sound or anything, but eating... Oh no, eating, no. Nope, 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 nope. Whole bag of nope. Righty McHo-ho. Ooh! Some bright colours going on in here. I need to zoom out a wee bit again. I think I really need to have some beer. Yeah, Susan, like absolutely not. Susan's saying it's not even the box that screamed gem to me. Oh, so there's one that's going to really suit me in here. Is that what you're telling me? Oh. Okay. So this is 107. Would I be right in assuming that this would be the most recent box? If that was 105, 106. Yeah, so this would be the July box. Rosemary Baker began her journey as a watercolour artist at the age of 50. She lives in a multi-generational household in New Jersey with her husband, 2 grown sons, octogenarian father and 4 cats. Awesome. Beeswax Arts and Beeswax Eggs as her Instagram handles. Isn't it? Like, oh, it's so cute. Like, I really like that. Okay, so we have got, unsurprisingly, we've got some watercolour paper here, and I'm really excited because it's hot pressed watercolour, HP. Hot pressed watercolour paper is smooth, 200 GSM, so not as thick as I would have liked. Acid free. Okay, let's pop this off to the side then. Oh, take a look at the paper. Yeah, it's not that smooth. It's smooth enough. This stream would have been great for bingo. It's super adorable. You want the box just for the print. Do you want the print, Thea? Because I'll send it to you if you like it. That's cheap for me to send to Austria. Yeah, I'm not, as far as hot press paper goes, that's the roughest hot press paper I've ever felt in my chuff. But okay, right, that's fine. We've got 10 sheets again. Plenty to be getting on with. And, ooh, yeah, there's like a palette in here. Ah, look. Ah, drumstick lolly. These are awesome. These are so good. So good. I quite like them, actually. I might keep that one for myself. Mr. Jim can have the refreshers bar. Okay. Oh, this looks like a lovely wee set. So here's our sticker, which is like a wee mini version of the featured artwork. Oh, it's so nice. I love the way that she's framed the mouse with the flowers round about. That's a really good effect to have. And then this sort of highlighted background to really draw your eye in towards the mouse. Like that's very good composition in terms of artwork as well as being eternally super cute. I like it. If you like it too, don't want to take it away. I will happily send you that. Jet matched her bracelets too. Did you notice that? I did. Matches my headband and it matches my shirt. Good at it. I do try something. Like I do make an effort sometimes. Okay, right, anyway, getting sidetracked. We've got a Faber-Castell Gold Faber or Gold Faber 4B pencil, so quite soft graphite, which I like. That's very much my thing. And these Derwent Slim erasers, I love this eraser. I use this all the time, and I didn't think at this stage in the game that I would ever get that excited about an eraser again. Highly recommend this. I'm going to put this one in the stash shop for someone. If you work in pencil at all, highly recommend having one of these. We've got a Pitt Artist Pen Fineliner, so we've got a black Pitt pen here, and it is a 0.7. So quite chonky in terms of fineliners, but not unfine. Again, fine liners, I like teeny tiny nibs for everything, but I find that if you're doing things like this, it's nice to be able to have quite a thick line because you can make things stand out in your artwork as well. The print has inspired me to do a baby elephant with snowdrops in a similar theme. Yeah, that would be nice. Ah. Okay, so we've got a set of Cotman watercolours here. This is a little travel set. These are fab as well. I will put these straight into the stash shop also. I'm sure that most of you know I've got the big studio set of the Cotman watercolours, so I will have all of these paints already. And this is a fabby little set. It's really compact, like it does not take up a lot of space at all. So if you've still to go on holiday, oh, it's so pretty, look. But one of the things I really like about this set is you do have places to mix, but these little Winsor & Newton paintbrushes are fabulous. Obviously they're quite dinky, but look, they've got a really good build quality as well. Like, they're quite rigid, you don't feel as if you're using a cheap flimsy paintbrush, but the level of detail that you can get with this paintbrush is absolutely insane. So I highly recommend that, and if someone's looking for a good set of watercolours that isn't necessarily like the professional range, which is the next one up, because the Cotman colours are the student paints from Winsor & Newton. These are great, I use mine all the time. And I don't have any watercolour snobbery in that sense. They do a good job for me, and most of the colours have a similar light fastness to the professional range. There's only a couple that don't have the same light fast rating, so highly recommend. I really wish they'd stop giving us white in these sets though, but I would rather have another colour than white. But I will swatch the colours from this from my studio set, and I'll keep this nice and new and shiny for someone to snaffle in the stash shop. This is a nice set of supplies. Like, I like that. This is a good box too. Oh, we've got a wee leaflet in here. Thea's hand would swallow that brush. It's so tiny. I love tiny brushes though. Brush question: what is a cat tongue brush? I've got one somewhere. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. Is it in here? Why is it not in here? I thought I had one in here. Oh, hang on. Maybe it's over here. I've got paintbrushes in too many places now. This is my problem. This one. To answer your question, this is a cat tongue paintbrush. So it's like halfway between a pointed brush and a filbert. Very good brush to have. Use that quite a lot. I use it in gouache quite a lot because that particular shape makes a really nice leaf shape if you imprint it down the way like this. Yeah, so it's basically a filbert with a point on it. That's probably a better way to explain it. Jock's absolutely out cold on the floor down here. Sound asleep, having a snooze. Does a lot of that these days. A Sketcher set was your first box of watercolours. Oh. Yeah, I would love a Payne's grey in place of the white. That would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, this is a great Scrawlrbox. Oh, that's the other thing. I suppose I better mention this now, guys. I have cancelled all of my subscription box subscriptions, the whole lot. I've cancelled Scrawlrbox, I've cancelled Upcrate, and Artful, if and when they bring out a new box, will send me one. I've never paid for my Artful boxes, as I'm sure you're aware. I had a very nice agreement with them. The reasons for me cancelling the boxes, the very fact that we're sitting here doing this just now like this, I've got 5 boxes sitting here that I haven't touched. I'm not going through them the same, but also the engagement on YouTube isn't the same. I used to average about 3,500 views on an unboxing video, and now it's like at the 1,000 mark. Now, it's not about a popularity thing, it's about generating money. If I don't have the views, then I'm not making money to cover the boxes to buy them. And I just feel that subscription boxes have kind of, like, we've been through the mill. Like, there's nothing in these 2 boxes, at least already, that we haven't seen before. And I have all these supplies already in the cave, so, you know, things like this are going straight into the stash shop without being opened. So I decided, it might not be permanent, but for, I would say, at least 6 months, I will not be receiving any more subscription boxes. I do have another plan for regular videos, you know, like 2 a month, to replace the unboxing videos, and I think you're all going to enjoy them very much. But at this stage, it's really a financial decision. The Upcrate now is up over £22 a month, and I didn't even look at Scrawlrbox because I pay it yearly, and it comes off in one lump sum, and it's 200 and odd pounds, and I can't justify it anymore, especially when they're sitting here not getting used. So for those of you that are going to miss the unboxing videos, I'm terribly sorry. But I might pick up an odd box after the fact, you know, like once they've been released every now and then if it's something that's cool. But I just made that decision. I was like, no, we can't be doing this anymore. There isn't the same excitement, and the novelty of them's definitely worn off. Yeah, Patty's saying the same, getting duplicates and I had too much. Yeah, I mean the cave's like overflowing with art supplies. Thea, why they didn't sponsor your boxes is a mystery to me. It's just one of these things though, you know, you can't, these companies have to run to a, you know, to a very tight profit margin as well, otherwise they're not going to make any money. And I am a smaller streamer, although I've been unboxing their boxes for a long time. I don't have the same reach as Catvox, a perfect example, or Drawing with Waffles. They're obviously going to send boxes to those people because it's going to reach more viewers. So, but I appreciate you saying that. That's very nice of you to say that. Okay, so let's take a wee look at Rose magazine here. I always think this first page is so pretty, like I really enjoy it. And I'll do the QR code first because I can see it this time, it's right there. Oh, we're off, Ski, come on. Woo! Okay, so yeah, this is the pocket box. Again, let me just, so you can read if you don't want to listen to me. Right, so yes, the pocket box, your new bestie for painting on the go. Such a good size. 170 years of experience invested in the Cotman collection, coming together to form this popular pocket-sized box. 12 half pans of Winsor & Newton watercolours, plus an integrated mixing palette in the lid and a travel-friendly paintbrush that Gem really likes. Handy. These paints possess good transparency, excellent tinting strength, and good working properties. And that's the thing, like Winsor & Newton paints are rock solid. Like you there's no need to be dubious about them. They're just good quality paints and they'll do exactly what you want them to do. Tried and tested over and over. The Pitt Artist pen, so this is our 0.7 fine liner. Highly regarded artist's drawing pen. I'll keep my opinion to myself on that. Suitable for sketches, studies and ink drawings. It features a highly light fast drawing India ink for maximum long lasting impact. The ink dries permanent and water resistant. High quality brush point, has a slight flexibility and works both straight and bent without breaking, so you can draw with confidence. The hot pressed paper, a lovely semi-smooth, there you go, so they're not pretending it's super smooth because it's not. Perfect pairing for any water-based medium, including watercolour, acrylic and gouache. Its crisp white colouring will capture the vibrant pigments that you put down. I'm looking forward to the paper. The pencil 4B, lovely dark soft graphite, one of my favourite things ever. You all know I'm really happy with a sheet of paper and a graphite pencil, that's all I need in life. Hexagonal barrel made from wood from sustainably managed forests. Made to last with a break-resistant lead with a typical Faber-Castell SV bonding. The Derwent Slim Eraser, another Gem favourite. Super slim eraser is perfect for erasing with precision, great for going back in over graphite to erase tiny details. Soft, non-abrasive eraser that will guarantee a clean finish with low shedding. That was what I was going to say, it's one of the less messy erasers in terms of eraser dust or shavings or whatever you want to call them. It's quite neat and tidy to clean up after yourself as well. So absolutely fabulous, like really happy with this. We're doing well with the boxes today, are we not? Thea thinks she's got the Cotman pocket box. It's time to start a spreadsheet with all the art supplies. Oh my. Right, okay, let's get zoomed back out a little bit. I hope nobody's getting seasick with all this zooming in and out. Oh God. Mel, if you're anything like me, 87 sheets, do it. Do you know, I wouldn't even dare. Like, absolutely no way. That was no. Oh, look, it's so cute. Oh my word. Rosemary Baker, sit down with her. What was the first ever art supply you owned? I vividly remember a box of 64 Crayola crayons with a built-in sharpener. Yes. That's amazing. Look at this little dude here. Oh my word. She obviously really likes to use fun, bright colours as well. So here's the scrawler tips. Again, if you're not used to using watercolour, this is perfect for you. Talking about how much water to use, like dilution here. Wet and wet techniques. Dry painting. Again, if you've got texture on the paper, then you've got space to, to actually utilise that. If you like the cat picture, that's funny. Deep dive, warm up with watercolours. Tutorial video via QR code, as always. I think these are really helpful. Like, I wish Scrawlrbox had done these from the beginning. Because for someone, not even if, like, not necessarily because you're new to a medium, but see if you're just not instantly inspired, this is a really good way to kind of like get yourself going, is to paint something like this and be able to follow on so there's no stress attached to it. Like, I really like this. I wish there'd been more of that when I was like a beginner artist. May Mouse. Oh. And takes you through a process there as well. Oh, just used a little bit of masking fluid here. Oh, these are so sweet. Okay, Scrawler Gallery. Oh, so here's the one from Off the Wall, which is the box that we've just unboxed. And these are people's interpretations of themselves. Oh, I love this one. This is one of my favourites, and that's ironic because it's using a method that I wouldn't want to use with Poscas. I like this one as well. And this one. These are so good. Like, I like these. Okay. And here's the top three. Oh. Look at the face. It's the face. I love it. Absolutely. That's my favourite. Like, absolutely. 100%. What a friendly little shroom. Yeah. This is nice as well. That's a lot of detail in there. I like it a lot. These are so... yeah. Oh, so good. So good. Scrawler Gallery, Blast from the Past. So these are some of the older challenges. Oh, I remember this one with the bullet journaling. The Scrawlrbox 35. Yes. This one as well. 59. That was the liquid pencil, so it was like graphite. It was a bit like graphite pencils, but in tube form. I really enjoyed that as well. Oh, these are so good. I love looking back on all of these. This makes me happy. Okay. Scrawler Extra, themes of art, line, shape, form, texture, colour, value. So that's going over the basics. This is now null and void. Thursday? No, it's not. Thursday the 29th of August. So yeah, the Scrawlrbox live streams are always a Thursday and they're always at 6 PM UK time. That goes with us when the clocks change. It's always 6 PM. And you can scan the QR code, or you can subscribe to their YouTube channel. Guardians of the Garden. This is my favourite prompt so far. Like, absolutely 100% want to do this prompt. Guardians of the Garden, the first thing I think about is snails. I don't know why, but I just do. The mushroom's cute too. And these mushrooms are just the best. They're so cute. Real mushrooms though, big nope. Guardians of the Garden, that's a great prompt. Like, that really is. I could just have like a line of all the animals that saunter through my garden on a daily basis. I have actually I've got a little stag. He's just a young thing. I'd sent the video to Thea not that long ago. I was just minding my own business. It was about 7 o'clock at night. And in our lounge, there's 2 big windows, but there's also a set of French doors as well. And Pip likes to lie at the French doors, and she just kind of like surveys the garden for anybody that's going to be kind of like trying to get in. And this little stag, he'd obviously been rutting because he was out of breath, but he was sauntering back and forth across the garden like he did it every day kind of thing. I was like, oh. And it just like, I caught it out the corner of my eye, and I was like, there's something big moving in the garden. And here he is wandering up and down, and he's trying to eat out the bird feeder and stuff. I was like, oh yeah. So we've got 2 squirrels, we've got the deer, We've got a little family of rabbits and a couple of hares. And we've also got the little coal tit who's about this big that comes to this feeder at the window here, and Mr. and Mrs. Chaffinch, who are regular visitors too. So I could just do like a little lineup painting of all of them, couldn't I? And then I could just have Pip sitting watching them. Snails with little medieval helmets and holding a spear. Jan, you're getting into aqua body territory here. Calm down. With the antenna sticking out of the helmet. Is this another set of stickers coming up, guys? Mel's just said it. Maybe there could be another aqua buddy that lives in a garden pond. Oh god, no. Right, okay. This is definitely my favourite prompt, definitely. Right, let's do some swatching out. I'm going to go and grab my own paints, as I said, so if you just bear with me a wee minute. Just a wee minute. I'll go and grab them, because they are right here. I might sniff my Neo colours while I'm over here. That's funny. Now, thankfully, hang on, wasn't prepared for this. I don't know where all my paint pucks have gone. I should be here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Right in front of me. Okay, good stuff. Ooh. So thankfully I always keep a jar of clean water in the cave with a lid on it, like a screw lid on it. And so it won't take me too long to get organised. I do want a rag as well. Pick out a couple of these. There we go. All good, all good, all good. Yeah, I always keep a jar of clean water. All of our sinks are at the other end of the house. Now, not that it's that far to walk, but I just can't be bothered. So always keep water here. And I was painting earlier, so I've got a little bit right here. So I've got water to wash my brush in, and I've got clean water for diluting. Not that we're really going to need that. Oh, and my watercolour brushes are here. Now, I've got one of these travel brushes in here somewhere. Oh, there's a bulldog clip in there. Where did you come from? Don't know how that got in there. That doesn't live in there. Oh no, it's the bigger travel brush I've got. God, there's all sorts in the bottom of here. Oh no, that's the big one. This is my big posh one. That's the wrong one. I maybe need to use the one out of the box. Okay. Oh no, that's the... I've got two of these in here. I've got two travel brushes exactly the same. They're both Upcrate ones, that's why I'm getting confused. I should put one of those in the stash shop as well. I really don't need to. I love these brushes as well. These are very good quality. If I just put this together, and I can show you here. These brushes are lovely. I'll put that to the side, and I can stick that one in the stash shop as well. Okay, right, so I'm going to use the brush out of the box because I really want you to see it. I don't know where mine is. It's probably in another set of paints somewhere. We'll be fine. Garden buddies, oh you guys, do you want garden buddies? Will we make that our next live streams thing to do? I was kind of hoping to do something a wee bit different, but if you want garden buddies, we'll do garden buddies. James gonna come after us. I'm always up for stuff like that. I might not do it as a series of live streams right enough. I don't want to wear out the format. Why can I not get this box open? I managed like 5 minutes ago. Ugh. Try not to damage the box. Right, there we go, madam. I'll need to look at this for the colours as well. The colours. I feel as if I'm not drinking enough beers, guys. I've also got a very runny nose all of a sudden. I don't know where that's come from. Right, okay. So, this is chaos. I'm so not used to this. Like, I'm so used to just doing unboxings at my own pace, you know, like a lazy pace. But let's bad noise open. Righty McHoho. Oh my goodness, what's been going on in here? Let's check it back in there. Okay. So I've got a wide brush here, and I'm just going to do that for swatching purposes, and then I'll show you the little dinky brush. Already too late, Jem. We've decided garden buddies it is. Okay. Well, if honestly, especially seeing the Wednesday live stream, it's really, it's really laid back. We're only there to sort of hang out and stuff. So if that's what you guys want to do in the stream, I'm absolutely fine with it. I will furnish you with garden buddies. I love the idea. Jem thinks she decides, not us, what comes next. So true. So true. I think I'll get some more beer on the go here. The downside to this is drinking beer means I need to go to the bathroom a bit more frequently. We're okay just now though. We're fine just now. Mel missed the Wednesday stream and needs to catch up. There wasn't one this past Wednesday, Mel, because we're live streaming today. The last one was a week past on Wednesday, but we will be having one next Wednesday, as in today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you need to get caught up, go for it. I'm really enjoying this beer, guys. Like, I'm really, really enjoying it because I don't drink that much beer anymore. This is so nice. I don't know what's going to happen when I get on the scales on Monday right enough, but I'll worry about that on Monday. Let's just pop, I can't get all of that in there. Just don't dip your brush in the beer. Oh, how dare you, Susan. That was the other thing as well, this shirt that I've got on, I have not been able to fasten this shirt for about 1.5 years, and it's long, you saw me get up there, it comes right down past your bum, and I can button it all the way down now, so I can button it over my boobs, I can button it over my stomach and my hips and my bum, because I haven't had it on for like 3 or 4 weeks, I noticed a difference. That was a wee like Brucey bonus earlier on. I was like, oh, I can fasten this up, this is great. Now I'm wondering if beer creates fun watercolour effects. Do you want to try? Let's do it. I'm up for that. Let me get a wee container here. Right, we'll swatch these out first. We'll play with the beer in a minute, okay? But we will do it. You for sure, Bernie. Go for a jog around the garden whilst looking for buddies and you'll be just fine. I think I might have to do a bit more than that, Jan, the amount of beer that I'm getting through, but I'll be fine. I'll be okay. Right, so let's sit. Jock's snoring, he's upside down, bless him. Lemon yellow hue. You hear him snoring. Snoring a bit. There you go. Oh, goodness me, I'm getting messages. Oh, Papa Jem's messaging me, guys. Good old Papa Jem. We've got cadmium yellow hue, which is this one. So this is obviously our warm and our cool colours. They look so offensive on the camera. You can't hear him? Okay. To be fair, he's not snoring very loud. Cadmium red, pale hue. So this is like a vermilion colour. Oh, this is going down so nice on this paper. I think I like this paper. I really am, like when I use pencil, I prefer textured paper and I like the texture to come through the pencil. But with paint now, I started off really liking cold press paper, but the more I paint, the more I lean towards a smoother paper now, especially if I'm using gouache. I like a really smooth paper for gouache. I really like the, what's it called? The Arche or Arche hot press paper. The problem with that is it's really expensive. But I am enjoying the Paul Rubens hot press paper. It's really good. I've got a little sketchbook of that and it's fabby. Oh, look at that. So good. So that is your ultramarine. Where's he going? I keep having to give Jock into trouble. I've got him on Plant here and Jock's bed, like there's a gap between his bed and the plant. And when he gets too hot, he gets out his bed and he keeps knocking the plant. So the pot's getting like further and further under the desk over there and the branches of the plant end up like leaning forward. So I keep giving him into trouble for dunting the plant, but he doesn't really care because he's trying to get comfortable for a Go for a snooze. It's so funny. I've got such an affinity for old dogs, and I think I love Jock. If it's possible, I love him even more that he's old now. So this is Cerulean Blue Hue. This is one of my favourite blues in this set. It's a really, really pretty colour. Look at that. I've not picked up enough there though. Go. Nice. House Papa Gem and Mama Gem, they're doing good. They're also getting old. They're actually both really busy. Papa Gem's not been very well. He's had a really bad cough and he's had it for a while and he's not shifting it. But he is the person that, you know, when people get like into flu season and there's always one person that goes down with flu, he's like that, but it's just a sore throat and he loses his voice and he gets really hoarse. So he's had a bit of that, but he's doing far too much. Like, he needs to slow down a bit, and I think he forgets what age he is. If he would take some time to like relax and let his body recuperate, then he would probably get on a little better. That's one of the things we fight about all the time. Much as I love Papa Gem, and you guys know that I love him, unfortunately we're very similar, and because of that we butt heads a lot and we do fight a lot, and it's fiery Italian fighting. And that's one of the things that I tend to lose my temper with, is when he won't listen because he needs to take care of himself because he's old. But he's on the mend now, thankfully. Mama Gem's great. She's back swimming 3 times a week now. Mama Gem's a wee fish. She's got very, very good swimmer's legs. She calls herself a wee frog. And she was kind of away from it after COVID and everything. She was being really careful. But she's back swimming, so she's doing really well as well. Thanks for asking. I want to see what he's texted me though. My nose is bothering me. He sent me YouTube videos about dogs. Well, that's fine. It's not the beer drinking that puts the weight on, it's all the eating you do because you've been drinking and don't give a toss. That's funny you should say that, Susan. I'm the opposite. See, if I've had quite a lot to drink, I don't want to eat anything at all. I've always been like that. Right, now we're moving on to Viridian Hue, which is this one. So I would, Viridian's a phrase I use for this, like, kind of like minty green colour, as opposed to like a sap green colour. I like that a lot. And we've obviously got sap green as well. And surprise, surprise, my sap green's got a hole in it. Are any of you shocked by that? Probably not. Woo. Favourite colour ever. Has Papa Gem heard about cabbage as an aphrodisiac? No, he hasn't. No, I haven't told him about that yet. Your pocket set doesn't have cerulean, it has intense blue. I think they might be the same colour, Ulrika. They might have just been renamed. Don't quote me on that though. Hi Daria, yay! You missed the first hour. You finally made it. Well, we're here till 8, so you've still got a fair chunk if you want to stay. You've missed 2 Scrawlrbox unboxings. This is the second box, and we're swatching out the Cotman watercolours. Shocked and surprised. Absolutely. Okay, so we've got yellow ochre. Obviously, I would say that this yellow ochre is probably one of the weaker colours in the set. I don't get a lot of satisfaction from it for some reason. The burnt siennas, when we're talking about earth tones anyway, the burnt sienna is much more up my alley. Yeah, good. And then burnt umber, so kind of like standard protocol. I do like the fact that most of these smaller sets include a darker brown colour. Obviously it saves a lot of hassle of trying to mix. You know, it's like a convenience colour. It's not a requirement for you know, for primaries, but it's just really handy to have, because mixing a brown, especially a more kind of like moody brown like this, can be a total pain in the ass. So I, for one, am always grateful for the burnt umber. And there's the Chinese white as well. You can see I actually had an accident with this. It was a one of them. There's not much point in me even swatching this out. Obviously the one in the pocket box will be pristine, but it's not going to show up on this paper. The one thing that people do use this for is to create like a foggy effect, or if you want a colour to look milky or pastel, if you mix the white in with these other colours. Let's have a wee example. Trying to think what colour, probably one of the blues actually. Let's take the ultramarine, and if I pop a wee bit of that down and then really quickly grab some of this white. Can you see the difference there compared to what's going on there? I don't know how obvious that is on the camera, but it gives it almost like a slight semi-transparent look to it, and obviously it softens the colour as well and gives you more of like a pastel effect. So if you look at that compared to the corner of here, you can see the difference. So like, fabulous set of paints, love the colour range, everything's great. I would have preferred to not have the Chinese white though, and I would even take the lamp black. Honestly, I would prefer a Payne's grey, and I can show you here. This is the Payne's grey, so it's good for contrast, you know, if you do need a darker colour. I think that would have been nice to have in the set rather than the white, but that is obviously just my opinion. Mel says, have some stubborn sickies in my family too. My dad's solution to most illnesses was to go and fix a fence 4 fields away so nobody could nag him. Yeah, pretty much. That's a very familiar mentality, that one. Right, okay, so there's our swatchy colours. Let's pick up the Pitt pen. So bearing in mind this is a 0.7, so as far as fine liners go, it's fairly chonky, but it's chonky in a good way. We like that. You can fill in areas with it fairly easily as well. It's not too much of a, pardon me, I really have to apologise, but I can't really help the burping that's going on. It's all entirely beer related. And here is our 4B pencil. I love a 4B. My preference is a 3B. If someone said to me you can only have one grade of graphite pencil, what would it be? It would be a 3B. But I do like a 4, because even if it's the only art supply you ever have in the entire world ever again, you can get some really nice, lush graphite down there. It's so good. This is going down quite nicely on this paper. This is why I like textured paper for pencil. Like, that's a thing for me. I really enjoy that. But like, we can get that quite deep before it goes shiny. So yeah, really happy with those pencils. These are really reliable. It's a pencil. What can we say? So let's I'm trying not to jump about too much here, but where's the paintbrushes there? Show you this little we're about to paint with Beer Katara. We're gonna do it. I need to take the Arabic gum off of this. There's not a lot on it. It's all good. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get much colour with the Bira Moretti, to be honest, but we'll try. Right, okay, so I just want to show you, I nearly did dip that in my beer there, oh my. I'm going to use the Dioxazine Purple because this is a really pretty colour from this palette. Wrong water, come on, Gem. Look at this though, look at this. Oh. But obviously we can add a little bit more water and you can still cover quite a substantial area. I love this little paintbrush. Like, I really genuinely love it. It makes me really happy. So hopefully someone's looking for a nice wee set of paints and they'll maybe pick this up in the stash shop, because It's, yeah, it's worth it for the paintbrush alone, honestly. I do notice that that's not diluting out very well. Because I put the paint down on the paper. I would like to try that with one of these other colours, so I'll probably go back to the ultramarine. Like we should be able to knock this out to almost nothing. Yeah, okay. Okay, that must have just been an anomaly then. Because that seems to have done the job there. Okay, cool. Now, find my eraser in here somewhere. Okay, so here's my Derwent Slim eraser. As you can see, it's looking a bit more battered. It does live in my pencil case compared to the new one. I'll probably clean off the edges a little bit here. Okay, so let's just railroad right through the middle of that graphite. Look. That's the detritus, right? That is it. That is it. You can see it's taking me most of that 4B, even in the really heavy area. But the nice thing about this is because it's so slim, you can get into really tight spaces and just take away tiny, tiny bits. And it does erase really well. And obviously that's the job of an eraser. But I was super impressed with this little eraser, and I wouldn't be without one of these now. So highly recommend. And as you can see, I didn't even rub that hard there. And it's taken most of everything away. So that is the supplies. So far, guys, this is my favourite box. I am aware that we need to keep moving because it's 6:20 already and we've got boxes to do. But so far, this is by far my favourite box. So I'll pop this off to the side and let it dry. I'll put you behind there. Cheerio. Oh no, we're going to paint with beer first, weren't we? Okay, let's do that on this paper while we're here. Oh, I think I might need a bigger paintbrush. Let's use this one. Go back to that first. I wonder about the smell over time. That's a good point. Right. Waste of beer. I think we would probably need like a dark ale or something. Or maybe Guinness. Guinness would work. Mm. Oh. Can't believe I'm dipping my paintbrush in beer. That's so weird. Yeah, it's practically nothing. Can you even see when I've put it down the paper? Looks as if a puppy's peed on my paper. Okay, so we maybe need to do this with darker beer. Right, I'm just going to mop some of that up. Okay, interesting concept all the same. We'll maybe try with Guinness. Okay, let's move this out the way. I wasn't expecting to have all this stuff. See, now what am I going to do with this beer? Because I've dipped a paintbrush in it. I can't drink it. Jock doesn't like beer, otherwise I would give it to him. Oh, that's funny. Right, okay, moving on. Get that out the way as well. Don't want to contaminate anything else with that. Well, this is an adventure. A Moody Guinness painting with some charcoal paint or graphite. I was going to say, yeah, like even just with some willow charcoal, I think that would be really nice. This out the way as well. Not a terrible idea at all, madame. Not a terrible idea at all. Put this away. Honestly, like this little set of paints, and I know these are quite expensive to buy. I think these are about 18 or 20 quid if you shop about online, but they're absolutely worth it, like I promise you. I'll probably put this stuff in the stash shop on Sunday, so if any of you are looking to snaffle anything, Sunday morning would be a good time to check. I'll probably have it up at some point relatively early on Sunday morning, because you all know that I'm a little early bird. I'm usually up and about. Right, just trying to keep everything together, make sure I don't get these boxes mixed up. Oh, stick. Come on, Jem. Right, we'll unbox the last Scrawlrbox and then I'll take a short intermission so that I can go for a pee. One must pee at some point. Keep all that over there. Right, okay. Last Scrawlrbox. Here we go. This is fun. Oh, okay. Oh, what's going on in here? There's things. This looks like crayon scribbles or pencil scribbles or both. We've got toned drawing paper, 10 sheets. So this is like craft paper, yeah. Really thin though, 115 GSM, so not really suitable for wet media. You would want to be using pastel pencils, pastels, colour pencils. Maybe take a little bit of ink. But yeah, 115, but we've got 10 sheets of that as well. We're really generous on the paper. And here is our featured artwork. Liz Ahmet. Emotive portrait, so scribbles and, you know, quite sort of loose art style here. Heh, okay, fair enough. There does look like coloured pencil in there though. Okay, I'm intrigued. This is not really my kind of thing. Again, far too regimented for stuff like that, but could be fun. Could be fun. Minnie's away and she's left some other hands. Bye, Minnie. Let's see what's going on in here. In the tissue paper. Ooh. So we've got a Frutella Duo sticks. These are quite nice as well. Mr. Jim's going to have a field day. Got a really good sharpener. A Kum, made in Germany. Okay, lovely jubbly. We've got a Derwent blender pen. I've never really been a fan of these, but they do work quite well. Here's our sticker to the jigsaw puzzle. There it is there. Oh, what's in the tin? Faber-Castell. Oh. Polychromos. Okay. What an odd little tin. Right, okay. Really nice to have a set of Polychromos pencils in a Scrawlrbox. Obviously, substantially underwhelming for me because I have about 600 of these pencils behind me for people to buy. But that's really nice to see these in a subscription box. I'm interested with the colour choices. Toned paper. This is the thing about toned paper. When you think of the scale of paper and white papers at this end and black papers at this end, when you're using your pencils or whatever it is, you're getting rid of the white of the paper so that you can get mid-tones, and you've got to work really hard to get dark tones or use colours like black. Toned drawing paper puts you in the middle of that scale. You start with a mid-tone and it lets you go lighter or darker much, much more easily. I find it really interesting that they've given this as a selection of colours. I would have expected all really light colours or all really dark colours. We've kind of got mid-tones and lighter colours, so I find that quite an interesting choice. The actual palette of colours itself is very, very basic. But that's just an observation. I think it's a really strange. Is it just me, or is that a strange palette? Am I just talking out my behind now? Mel loves the little white tin. Do you want the tin? I can send you the tin. Well, I don't know, Mel. The best person to ask would be any of our German-speaking friends. I think it would actually be pronounced cum. But I would say cum in German. Thea, please referee this point. That was the other thing about, we're just talking about languages. It is an odd cut. Thank you, Ulrika. Something funny happened today. I am learning that a little bit of Swedish so that I can converse with Julia in her native tongue. Her and her family joke all the time about talking Swinglish, because they speak English quite a lot of the time anyway, and they just sort of squish the two together. They don't bother switching from one to the other. They just use like words from both languages simultaneously. So I am learning Swinglish, and today I learned the Swedish word for beer. So I thought that was quite convenient for today, wasn't it? Swedish is hard though. They modify a lot of their vowels, and I'm struggling to keep up with what. Basically, all the vowels in Swedish that are modified, you just make a noise like you're going to be sick, like ugh, and you're pretty much there. So I'm just going to wing it with that. That's fine. Okay, yeah, right. A spring palette. People are talking about a spring palette. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. And we've got a little blender pen as well. One thing I will say about the Derwent blender pens is they play well with most coloured pencils. Like, they will blend out most coloured pencils. If I'm using a blender, I tend to use the... what's it called? The Prismacolor blending pencil. But it is really hard on my hand because it's a pencil. But I've just never really been a fan of the pens, honestly. But it works. I can guarantee you that. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Here in the capital of Canada, we speak a lot of Frombley. Yes, you do. I think it's quite a common thing. Hello from Sweden, yay! My Swedish isn't good enough to converse with you. But hi. Or in Swedish, hey! I was really confused about learning goodbye in Swedish as well, because the first part is hello. That's how you say goodbye. That's funny. Jona Volman. I love Sweden. I absolutely love Sweden. I can't wait to go back. Like, I'm excited to go back. It kind of feels like Scotland a little bit. Like, there's a lot of similarities between Sweden and Scotland. Obviously, at one point they would have been joined together. But when the first time I went to Sweden, I kind of got out the airport and I was like, oh, this kind of feels like home. There's just more trees. And Swedish people are super friendly and super helpful as well. And no one laughs at you when you try to speak in Swedish, but they do speak to you in English because everyone in Sweden speaks English. I had a great time in Sweden. I can't wait to go back. So good. So good. I still haven't seen an elk, though. That was like my ambition, was to see an elk, because we don't have elk in Scotland and I didn't see one. But Julia's dad has promised me the next time I go he will try and find one for me. Okay, so here's our overview. We'll scan our QR code. We'll look at the supplies. Pretty sure I could talk my way through all these supplies without the help of this QR code, but in the grand tradition of doing things properly, because that's what we do here, you know. Keep saying it, consummate professionals. What was in the box? Here we go. Put that up there. We tried to learn Swedish as we were going to move there last year. It's super difficult. I think my problem, Mel, is for some reason in my mind I've made up the idea that words in Swedish would sound similar to how they would be pronounced in German, and most of them aren't, and that's what keeps tripping me up. The one I'm struggling with just now is aller in German and eller in Swedish, and they don't mean the same thing. But I'm trying. I will get there, because I'd like to be able to speak to Julia in Swedish and also eavesdrop on all the conversations she has and know what's being said. Yeah, Yona. Because I'm like, hey is hello, hey is like hey is hello, hey doya is goodbye. Honestly, Thea, the thing is, like, in German, you've only got an umlaut once. In Swedish, you've got an umlaut, but then you've got a whole load of other crap that goes on with your vowels as well. The grammar is easier. It's not as complicated. Like, as an English speaker, the grammar in Swedish is much easier than in German. But the words even though some of them are spelt very similarly, they're not pronounced the same way as you would pronounce them in German. I mean, my German's not too bad. But yeah, that's the problem. Anywho's, right, let's get back to this. So the Polychromos coloured pencils. They're some of the finest colouring pencils on the market. Yes, they are. You all know that they are my go-to pencil. They're my comfy slippers pencils. High quality acid-free pigments in a whole range of colours, 120 to be exact. Soft yet vibrant colour laydown with the added benefit of unsurpassed light fastness. They are in the same light fastness category as, for example, your Derwent Light Fasts and your Caran d'Ache. Not Pablo's, what are the other ones called? Luminance, those ones. The thing about these pencils is they're oil-based. I have learned over time, just in the 6 years that, you know, we've been doing this, I tend to gravitate towards oil-based pencils rather than wax-based pencils. It wasn't a conscious decision or a conscious choice, but having sampled and done videos with a myriad of different pencil brands, I always seem to like and lean more towards oil-based pencils. So that's probably why I like the Polychromos so much. They are water resistant and smudge proof. The wooden pencils are made from wood certified from sustainable forestry. Lovely. Okay, the Coombe single hole sharpener. It's a sharpener. Maybe I need a sticker for that too now. The thing I like about these sharpeners, it's the same with the Mobius and Rupert ones as well. You can unscrew this and you can change the blade in them, which makes them much more sustainable. There's something really nice about having a nice fresh blade in your sharpener. The Coombe sharpeners are very, very reliable, so I am looking forward to that. They've got spare blades in here. I need to watch what I'm doing here because I've got a terrible hand. But if you slide that open, new blades in there. So you can keep some spares. The Derwent blending pen, ideal way to create a smooth blend with your pencils. Professional quality alcohol-based blender pen, ideal for use with both colouring and graphite pencils. Go steady, use with a light hand for the best results. This pen will become your go-to for smoothing out pencil lines, creating transitions between colours, and ensuring an even colour application. For anyone that's interested in pencil blending mediums, I actually did a video on it. It was quite a long time ago now, but someone had asked me about it recently in the comments under another video and I'd kind of forgotten about it. There are loads of different ways you can blend pencil. If that's something you're interested in, let me know and I'll point you direction in that video, because it is quite a useful video if you're not familiar with pencil blending in terms of using other tools to do it rather than just the pencils themselves. The tone drawing pad, just couldn't ignore the amount of requests we had for this paper. Toned and textured paper is a great all-round surface that is suitable for a myriad of mediums, charcoal, coloured pencils, pastel chalks and more. So like I was saying earlier, the dry medium, the dry media. These natural brown toned sheets will give your artwork an organic and rustic ambiance, perfect for any elemental or earthy creations. Well, there you go then. That's nice. Okay, good. What is going on with my phone? Nothing exciting. Okay. Talking about languages in the chat. Susan's dog's trying to get her to go to bed. Ah, that's funny. Ulrika says yes to the blending tutorial. Thea, can you pull up the blending mediums video? Could you find it on the channel and pop the link into the chat for Ulrika, please? Thanks for stopping by, Karen. Thanks for coming in and joining us. I hope you've enjoyed yourself and we'll see you again soon, no doubt. Have a good weekend and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Right, okay. We need to swatch stuff out here. I should really... Excuse me. Again, I'll just get my own Polychromos out. They're right here, they're right beside me, so that's not going to be too much of a stretch. In my favourite pencil case, the starry one, because you all know I like stars. I've got a bit of a thing about stars. Let's take the manual focus off again. Whoop. Hi, Karen. Right, what colours have we got in here? See the thing with this tint, it's got like a matte finish on it. It feels really nice. Yes, that one. Yeah, it's pretty old. That would be a good ASMR. Yeah. Right, what colours have we got in here? And we will we'll swatch them out on this paper. So we're looking for ivory. And we are looking for light ultramarine. Is it, or yeah, it's light ultramarine, not sky blue. I never use my light ultramarine pencil. I always use the sky blue, and so you can tell by the length of it. That's the original one as well, it's not a replacement. And we've got one of the Naples, we've got dark Naples ochre, which I do use a bit more often, and then we've got the offensive green. Okay, drop. Light green, and then we've got this coral. I can never remember the colour of these pencils because they changed the names. Coral is 131, and it used to be like when they used flesh names. So the one I've got is medium flesh. It's exactly the same pencil with the same colour code, but mine's got the old name because, again, flesh tones, just don't use them that often. That always confuses me when I'm doing orders as well, and I'm looking at the pencils and I'm like, that's flesh tones they've ordered, but I can't remember what they're called. I think one's called Salmon and Permanent Carmine. Permanent Carmine, that's over here. Not Pink Carmine. Again, a pencil I very rarely use. Now that's quite interesting that this selection of pencils are ones that I don't use very often, apart from the I think we need to give these a wee bit of a sharp. We'll get a pointy point on them. Yeah, hopefully that'll be helpful, Rika. I mean, I think the bulk of the stuff that's in the video is still available. Like, I don't think it's defunct. But it's quite a good introduction to the fact that there's loads of different ways to blend out coloured pencil, if you like that sort of thing. See, that's a good point. This is my new Tegal sharpener that, remember I'd ordered one and it got lost in the mail somewhere. I will order another one. And glad someone's enjoying this colour palette. I just think it's a bit strange. I don't know, I'm not really digging it, honestly. It's so fresh. Pointy point, lots of pointy point, multiple pointy points here. That one's okay with that pass. Yeah, I never use my light ultramarine, it's always my sky blue. There we go. Woo! Let's get these swatched out then. Sorry, that must have been really loud on the mic. I kind of forgot we've got a new microphone there. Sorry, making y'all's ears bleed. Okay, so we'll start with the ivory. Ooh. Now, obviously, we can build this up on the toned paper. One of the really nice things about Polychromos pencils is they layer up so well, and you can go for it, like, your limiting factor will be your paper, not your pencil. But you can see there, you can get a reasonable amount of opacity with that light pencil, and that sits so well on that paper. Nice and smooth. Jim likes. Patty never had luck with the Tegal sharpeners. Well, I did find, I'm sure I've talked about this before, there was like a dud batch at one point, and it was pink ones, and I had a pink one, and when you put the pencil in, you know, like into the hole and turned it, it just didn't do anything. And I had two like that, and they were both pink. There seemed to be like a really like off. And I don't know whether it was, I'm pretty sure that was before COVID though. But yeah, there was quite a few people saying they bought one and it just didn't do anything, or it just didn't sharpen the pencil. And I mean, I've used them since more or less the beginning. Because when I started colouring, which would have been 2016. Yeah, like late 2016. So I've always used them, but I have had one or two that haven't done anything. But as you can see, like we get mega pointy points with them. So I don't know what that was all about, but I have heard that people have Thea said a pink one and a green one, both not so great. Patty's was baby blue. Well, see, mine were always pink. They have gone up in price a lot now on Amazon. I've noticed that. If you wanted a specific colour, they're like £12 or £13, so like €15. And I'm not paying that for a sharpener. This one, this sort of smoky grey colour, I got that for £7, I think, or maybe £6.50, which is a bit more reasonable. My issue with these well, not my issue, but the downside with these sharpeners, you can't change the blades in them, so when the blades get dull, you have to buy another one. And I think over the course of like 6 or 7 years, I've probably had 5, not including the dud one, I've probably had 5 or 6 of these. One of my first ones I dropped on the kitchen floor. That was in the original cave, like right back at the beginning, and the floor in that kitchen was a stone floor, and it fell off the table onto the floor and it just like shattered into a million bits. Mr. Jem was going to try and stick it back together with super glue, and I'm like, love, it's past that point. He's like, no, I'll try and fix it for you. And I'm like, no, like, forget it. I was devastated, absolutely devastated. Right, that's our medium flesh or coral colour. Let's have the carmine now as well. I love these pencils so much. Like, I really do. Favourite thing ever. I have to say, like, I was kind of worried that I was going to get done dirty on these subscription boxes, but even the marker box, like, is my favourite kind of markers, so actually really happy. But I think that might be fate giving me 2 fingers up for cancelling all my subscription boxes. Oh dear. I had to make a decision though, and I had to be sensible about it. Now that's coming out a really nice deep colour on here too. I'm liking the way these pencils are going down on this toned paper. This light green, I've never really been a fan of it, honestly. It's maybe not an offensive colour, but it's quite obnoxious. And other than colouring leaves in Johanna Basford's Enchanted Forest, when I was having leaf burnout, that's the only time I've ever used this pencil, and it was just so I could get some variation in the greens and all the leaves. Leaf burnout is real, by the way. This Jock's completely upside down now. That's the you can hear as I'm moving about in his bed. And here is our light ultramarine. But can you see what I mean about layering up the pencil? Like, it's not taking any effort from me at all. Just going back over it. That is a medium pressure. I'm not like... And those colours are standing out beautifully on this paper. So yeah, a fairly fresh colour palette, to be fair. Okay, yeah. And we've got our blending pencil here. I want to give you a really quick demonstration of this. So I'm going to knock down 2 pencils side by side that are fairly close in colour. Now the thing about this is you can use a blender like this, so it's just soaked in alcohol basically. You can use it to smooth out colour, which I'm going to demonstrate up here. So if you want a more uniform flat colour, you can use it for that, but you can also use it to squish 2 colours together like you would with a blender pencil. So I just want to show you here. Normally the best thing to do is to work in circular motions. You know, like as that scumbling motion that you would do when you're colouring in. Or to go back and forth fairly quickly. And basically what it's doing is it's melting down the pigment in the binder and smushing it together. The other thing that you have to do is you have to clean off the ends so you don't get contamination. So the way I would sharpen a blending stump on sandpaper, make a flicking motion but turn as you go so that you're encompassing the entire end of the nib, and just keep going until you're not laying down any pigment anymore. So we're kind of getting there, but this will dry out. Jock's snoring. It's because he's upside down. Just make sure that all that colour's off the end so you don't cross-contaminate when you go to use it somewhere else. Nearly there. Yeah, right, that's us. So these marks, there's no colour in these marks here. I've got it all off. Yeah, so if you're going to use it to blend colours together, start in your lightest colour. And then you can smush that way, but also obviously you can smush back the way as well. And it'll just give you a much softer transition between the 2 colours. So this is starting to dry out now. And if you look here at the texture that's on the paper here, it's non-existent there because we've melted the binder down and squished all the pigment together. Really handy tool to have. I wouldn't say so much on toned paper because it does show up, obviously. You don't have, it's not quite as obvious on white paper, but it's a handy tool to have. This one smells a wee bit. Some of them smell more than others, but it's not intrusive. I'm not really good with chemically smells and I'm okay with that, but there is definitely a scent off of it. Hi Yvonne, nice to see you. I was thinking about you the other day actually. I meant to message you and I completely forgot. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome. You'll be lurking while cooking tea. Yeah, we're on the Polychromos. They were in one of the Scrawlrboxes, Yvonne. It is adorable that Mr. Jem tried to fix my sharpener like it that, but that's like Mr. Jem's love language is like Mr. Fix It. That's the way, you know, like there's a long and involved story of washing machines in this house. We have two washing machines. We don't have a dryer or a tumble dryer, but we've got two washing machines, and we use one for dog blankets and farm clothes, like outer layers, because if you put things that have had cow poop on them in your good washing machine, it kind of ends up making the rest of your clothes smell very, very faintly of cow shit, and it's not really something that you want. So we've always had two washing machines. We've got a good washing machine, and it's not good because of the brand, it's good because that's where the good clothes go in. And then we've got the other washing machine. And Mama and Papa Jem got a new washing machine and asked us if we wanted their old one, which was only 18 months old, as our dirty washing machine, because the one we had a really tiny drum on it. It was only like a 6 kilo load, and for dog blankets and stuff, obviously the bigger the drum is the better. So we decided we would get it. And like Mr. Jem's contribution to making me feel better was, I'll put your new washing machine in for you this weekend. And I'm like, thanks, love, yeah, brilliant. But that's his way of like, it's like a figurative hug. Like, see, if he wants to do something like that for you, that's his way of telling you that he cares about you. Like, typical farmer. It is quite cute though, especially with things like that, because he knows that I really like these sharpeners, and he's like, I'll try and fix it for you. And I'm like, no, it's fine. Appreciated the sentiment behind it though. Leaf burnout is real, says Daria. Yes, it is. 100%. Oh. Are you sure there's ads? One hasn't come up yet. There's been two so far, Patty. It's not a guarantee that you'll definitely get them though, but they are there. Green Hat, anyone else watching the Olympic ceremony? You've got it on in the background. I love watching the Olympics. I don't like watching the opening ceremony. I'm really excited about a couple of events, but I absolutely love watching the Olympics. It's one of my favourite things. True love is doing laundry. Well, I must be the truest love in the world then. Acts of service is your love language. Well, my love language is feeding people. Like, that's what I do. I come from an Italian family. That's, you know, you feed people. That's it. One says, my apologies to the colouring community. I haven't coloured in weeks. Trying to finish a massive cross stitch. Oh my word, you're a brave lady. You've stitched 86,902. Oh god. So you're nearly there, Yvonne. Good grief. It's on, but it will be cricket highlights soon. Oh no, you can keep your cricket. I'm not into that. Right, so I just want you to look at the marks that the blender pen has left behind here. This is why I wouldn't be so keen on using it on toned paper. And also you can see what's going on here. This is more or less dry. It has dried itself out. It's taken a wee while though. But look how smooth that is compared to... Obviously you can see my strokes back and forth, but that was going to happen. But compared to here, you've got a much smoother colour. So these blending pens have their places. Personally, I prefer the pencils, but the Derwent one works really well with most brands of pencils, and it doesn't matter whether they're wax-based or oil-based, because even oil-based pencils have wax in them. We'll save that story for another day. Yeah, so really nice set of supplies. I should have used the actual sharpener to... We'll just make... We'll make a scenario here. I should have used this sharpener in the first place to test it out. Oh. Got my sharpens. Right, let's see what we can do here. Ulrika's fella bought a Twix from the shop who wants to make me smile. Yeah, Mr. Jem does that sometimes as well, but right now he's not doing that because I shout at him if he brings me not sensible things to eat, because he knows that I really want to lose some weight. Right. Look at that. That is a pointy point. So let's compare that. Bear in mind I've used these pencils briefly. That was the Tagal sharpener and that's your Coombe sharpener. That is like a proper jaggy point on that. That sharpener is lovely. I've got a thing for metal sharpeners. The one that I keep in my pencil case all the time is the Mobius and Rupert bullet sharpener. And again, you can change the blades on those. And it does pretty much the same job as this. Highly recommend. Not much that can go wrong with these, let's face it. So, always good to have. Okay. Fabulous. Let's take a really quick look at this Scrawler zine. We are not going to get through all these boxes before 8 o'clock. Good grief. This was supposed to be a relaxing and chilled out stream, and I'm like, I'm going to keep going. Thea's having a heart attack because I snapped the end off the Polychromos. Yeah. Calm down. The thing is, you know, they're really reliable for sharpening. It's absolutely fine. I would never have done that with like a Prismacolor because there's no guarantee you're ever going to get a point back on it. So there's that. Right, okay, so let's go through this. This is Liz. Hello, Liz. Describe your style in 3 words: beauty and chaos. So she does a lot of female portraits, but it's this very loose sort of scribble style. There is an artist, a German artist called Elo Kunst. Oh, I follow him on Instagram, and he does this kind of scribble art, but he does it with ballpoint pen. And a lot of his portraits are quite graphic as well. There's, like eyes missing and things like that, but he's so talented. Highly recommend you check him out, but very similar sort of style to this. A lot more concentrated and a lot more complex though. This would absolutely drive me bananas though. I don't think I would be into this at all. It's not structured and regimented enough for me. Other than coloured pencils, what is your favourite media to use? Everything. Good answer. Good answer. So here's a wee bit in the Scrawler tips about using coloured pencils. I can safely say I do not need to read this. I think I'm okay on the coloured pencil front. I do like the fact that they look at different ways to blend it. There's like the hatching technique there as well. And a gradual gradient, etc, etc, etc. So even if you're comfortable with coloured pencils, it pays to look over stuff like this. I would also like to just compare. Now I know obviously this has been printed on paper, but look at my swatches compared to what's going on there. A lot darker than yeah. Just saying. Dog will be happy the Amazon man is 6 stops away, then we can go to bed. Your dog really likes going to bed, Susan, doesn't he? We'll see you in a bit, Venetia. Oh, hi, Nye. Hello, Nye. I don't know. See all these people that have to work? It's ridiculous. Anyway, right, let's move on. Deep dive colouring pencils. So again, this is like a warm-up exercise. These are really pretty. I like this. It's really cute. Really, really cute. The blue looks nice against the craft paper. I would be really tempted to do something monochromatic just with the blue pencil on that paper. Yeah, tonal botanicals. Very push. Artist's advice. So we're talking about light sketches. Lucy Goosey. Love it. Okay, look at that for a long pointy point. Jeez. Here is the Scrawler gallery from box 104. Now, this is the box. I still have this box in holding. This was the hodgepodge box where you were supposed to put something together that was like your possessions. That box is still sitting over there with all the stuff because I actually want to do something with it. It's nice to look at these though in the meantime. But I specifically want to use that box, having already opened it. So nice. So nice. Because this had the Inktense pencils in it, this one. Like, oh, this is so cute down here. And here we have Cindy Martin, Cat Baines, and Anastasia. And, oh, they've got like, look, this is nice. I like this kind of like shelf, you know, the cluttered bookshelf kind of look. Market as well. Oh, marché. That was pretty good French, wasn't it? These are all absolutely lovely. That was a really nice prompt and a really nice box. Yeah, again, like thumbs up. Scrawlrbox have been doing quite well recently. Oh, well, hi, Mel. Look who's here. Love it. We thought it was about time we celebrated what makes Scrawlrbox so special. You, introducing long-time scroller, 6 years, and super active community member Mel. Grab a cuppa, and we get to sit down with her. Now, your little ghosty cat things are my absolute favourite. Like, 100%. 100%. But this is nice. You have a very fun and unique style. We love seeing your interpretation for scroller challenges pop up on our feed each month. Oh, yay! This makes me so happy. Like, actually love this. Because people like Mel, obviously, like, we've been kicking about in the scroller community for such a long time. So it's so nice that Scrawlrbox acknowledge this and take time to, you know, to do stuff like this. Congratulations, Mel. I'm really happy that you're in here. Yay! If you haven't checked out Mel on Instagram, you totally need all of her artwork in your feed. Because it's all so pretty. Look. Like, look. Super pretty. This is what you want. Yeah. Can we have a round of pink udder hands for Mel in the chat, please? This is amazing. Go, go, go. Pink udder hands everywhere. Gesture drawing. Scribbling with purpose, as we like to call it. Oh, yeah, okay then. It helps to capture movement and expression when drawing anatomy. Again, not something I'm particularly good at. Here come the udder hands. Yay! Recognition where it is deserved and definitely due, Mel. 100%. You know I love your art. It's kind of kooky in its own way as well. That's why I like it. Oh god, the scroller challenges squiggle me this. Okay. So they're really sticking with the theme from the featured artist. That might be a fun exercise for me to try, like, away from a camera and just wait until we look at all the other hands. Yay! Can I just say that we have the best little community here at the Colour Cave. We're like, everyone is so supportive of each other. And I just love it. Like, I really do. You guys are the best. I've had like 6 years of you guys, because a lot of you have been here a long time. And the fact that you have a lot of support and love and, you know, and something that stemmed from me just farting about from art supplies. You guys are the absolute best. Yeah, Mel, stick your Instagram handle up in the chat, please, because people want to follow you. Go and share the love. Or do you want me to? Is it on here? Hang on. Here. Yeah. At M Fallon. There you go, guys. Right there. There we go. This makes me so happy. I'm so glad that you're in the stream as well while this has been here. Yeah. You're terrible at taking compliments. Well, just take it, because if you don't, I'll come and poke you in the eye, right? Community. We're all good. Okay. I'm not sure about the squiggle me this. Again, lovely box, guys. They're like, Scrawlrbox have knocked it out of the park 3 in a row. I feel kind of bad for cancelling my subscription. I don't regret it, but I feel bad. We just cannot continue in this vein, though. Let's pop all this stuff back in. Oh, this is eventful. This is exciting. This has been a great stream. I see, I was hoping for like a really laid back, chilled out stream, and it's gone completely the opposite way. I'm not mad about it though. Right, guys, I am going to take a short break because I really do need to go to the bathroom now. There's a lot of beer. So I will reconvene with you shortly. Please commence your conversations about what you're having to eat, because that's what usually happens. Moo. And I shall be back very soon, probably with some more beer and a lighter bladder. So just talk amongst yourselves, everything will be fine. Who's misbehaving? Ah, I don't believe any of you are misbehaving. Don't believe it for a second. I'll just pour myself some more beer here. I just got the stink eye from Pip on the way past there. She's lying out in the hallway The where we are in the cave here is like one end of the house, and there's basically a corridor that runs like the full length of the house, and she's just lying in the middle of the corridor, and she didn't even lift her head, but she just kind of went at me on the way past. I told her she's invited in, like she can come and join us, but she doesn't want to. I'm like, well, that's your problem and not mine. Right, okay. I think that should be plenty of beers. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to feel a wee bit squiffy now, but in a good way. There's an ad coming up for Summon You, just to let you know. Right, we need to crack on with these boxes though. Goodness me, it's 7:10. I'm gonna run out of time. I was like, oh yeah, we'll do some art. Good Jim. Right, okay, so let's do the Upcrates in order. So I've got 58 first, so that would be the June box. Oh, there's the end of my Polychromos pencil. Look, I'll save that just for you. Right, let's get back to good old top down view. There we go. Zoom out a wee bit now. But I think my box has been through the wars though. Geez, oh look at this. I need my wee knife here just to get through the sticker. A red pop out is poop out. Oh, there we go. Oh. Jan had lunch from the coffee man van. Ciabatta roll. Ciabatta! A meatball marinara filling, but that was a long time ago, yeah. I was very sensible at lunchtime. I did have quite a late lunch. I had a baked potato with some baked beans. It's something I've not had for ages, but I just really fancied it. Dinner for us tonight will just be a pizza. Mr. Jem's working late. We're coming up to harvest. The dreaded H. And he is getting everything prepared, ready to go. So one of the things that he has to do is the grain storage bins, which are massive. They're like 15 feet high by X amount of feet wide, but they need to be all cleaned out and disinfected, everything ready for the new grain to go in. So he's climbing about in a big metal pit somewhere outside right now, and he's probably covered in dust, and he's probably tired, and he's probably cut himself a good 4 or 5 times by now. So he's not going to be in the best of shape when he gets in. And live streaming, much as I love it, it knocks the absolute stuffing out me, and I'm wired to the moon for like an hour afterwards. Like it takes me an hour to like chill out and calm down. So it's a very nice pizza we've got. It's the Crosta Mollica pizza, which is a nice, like, more traditional Italian pizza. You get them in like Tesco and stuff. They're my favourite pizzas, but that's dinner for us tonight, which is fine. Oh, this is exciting. Let's see what's going on in here. Oh, we've got a sketch pad of some description. Right, let me move this out the way. You can go over there. Never had baked beans before, so apparently it's a very UK thing. Patty doesn't like pizza. How dare you? How dare you? Oh. Jan's gonna have that when she finishes the stream. Okay. You have to have Heinz baked beans, yes. Okay, right, so let's take a look here. My sketch pad's bent. This is the SMLT art paper. I've really enjoyed their papers up till now. So this is the English sketch pad. Best for all dry drawing techniques, pastels, pencils, crayons, chalks, charcoal, and pens. So let's get this out of the cellophane. Ooh, that's a good little noise there. Ulrika doesn't like pizza either, allergies to garlic and onion, and don't like melted cheese. Right, now there's a thing. See, if you eat a proper Italian pizza, there's not much of any of those things in it, so there you go. A traditional Italian pizza is usually a very thin based pizza with a type of sourdough and a lot of tomato, like actual tomato. Right, okie dokie. Right, oh, let's try and unbend this a bit. So A5, 130 GSM, and the paper is slightly off-white. Oh, it's lined. It's like pajama bottoms. Again, I don't know if I can. The way I did this last time that seemed to work quite well was to use the light on my phone. No, that's the camera, wrong button, Gem. Come on now. If I hold this up, I don't know if you can see that or not. I might have to show you with whatever medium it is. But basically it's like a linen pattern that's on it, so there's stripes that run across the way. It's very ridged, it's not knobbly bobbly, it's ridged. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like using paint and things over the top of this. Yeah, okay, not a fan. But the SMLT art papers are very, very good. They've got a little leaflet here with the whole range. We care about your creations in the sketch pad, so we make a promise. Sketch something cool. Follow us on Instagram. Post your art using hashtags SMLT art. We will see you, we will find you, and we will send you a present. Asterisk. For quality posts, very creative and surprising ones, or ones from unexpected places. Okay, well that's interesting. So they're trying to lure you in. Not with this pad, I'm afraid. Anyway, interesting. Something a bit different. Here is our featured artist, Jan Koke. I want to pronounce it like that. It looks like one of these mazes that you get in your puzzle books. And we've got a really cool sticker as well. That's a cool sticker. Like that would almost be an awesome tattoo. Right, okay. Hamburg born and based artist, influenced by typography and calligraphy. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Really, really like that. And here's our QR code for the magazine. So we'll look at that in just a wee second. Much better paper packs in the Upcrate boxes. Yeah, I would agree with that, Patty. Although I do like the Frisk paper. And Scrawlrbox have teamed up with Artgapple before as well, which was nice. If the pizzas were true pizza, you'd probably like it, yeah. I always say that, like, if you ever go to Italy, you have to have a pizza because that's what a proper pizza is. Oh my, oh God. We have ink. We've got some really cute rose gold, or my bronze bulldog clips. We've got more ink. This is like my worst nightmare realised in Upcrate form. Parallel plate nib. Okay, right. Here we go. Nib widths 6mm. I don't do well with ink at all. Okay, so we've got 3 little vials of ink here. I'm quite enjoying this lilac paper though. What in the devil is all this? Is that the lid? That's the lid. That's obnoxious. Okay. Okay. Oh. A squisher. Okay, and here's the act. What's this? What's this do? Oh. Okay. Well, this is intriguing. I've not had this in a subscription box before. We're going to have to read the instructions, guys. This is all about typography and lettering, and most of you know this is not up my street at all. But let's see. So, instructions and care. When the pen is held with the Pilot logo facing upwards. Oh, this way. This way. When the pen is held with the Pilot logo facing upwards, the corners of the nib can be used for writing, and that will give you a stroke width of 0.5mm. So that's obviously your skinny writing. It's telling you about the cartridges you can buy in different colours. Gradation function. Oh, so you can mix the inks by using 2 Pilot parallel pens. Well, we've only got one, so that's that out the window. Each with different coloured ink cartridges, you can achieve beautiful gradated lettering. Well, yeah, okay, so that's kind of like the tip touch method that we'd use with markers. Okay. Practicing lettering. Oh, this is absolutely my worst night. Like, I'm just like, oh, a whole bag of nope. So they're giving you some directions to do different strokes and things. Calligraphy letters. You've even got a little alphabet chart here. This, like, some folk are going to absolutely love this. And some people like me are like, no, nope, 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 nope. It tells you even like the nib angles you're supposed to use them at as well. That's so cool. And it gives you some examples of the lettering too. Holy Moses. Right, okay. We have great pleasure in presenting the Pilot Parallel Pen for the ultimate enjoyment and beautiful individual handwriting. This new writing instrument is the result of our development of the parallel plate structure, the nib which consists of 2 parallel plates. Yeah, so it's like 2 bits of metal that are stuck together here. The nib which consists of 2 parallel plates allows the writer to produce more beautiful and sharper handwriting than existing calligraphy pens. It can also be used to create attractive gradated colours by transferring ink from the nib of one pen to the other. 2 different ink colour flows from one nib, achieving this gradated effect. Traditional calligraphy, blah blah blah. Right, okay, fine. Magic. So this is the nib cleaner. It's a nib cleaner, okay. This is the cap, so I was right about that. Parallel plate structure, nib, neck, ink controller, grip. Ink cartridges, pipette for cleaning. Where did that go? The pipette for cleaning the pen unit. Okay. And the barrel, obviously, is this bit. Okay, so nib sizes and widths of stroke. So at a 90-degree angle. The 6mm, which is this one, yep, is going to give you a 5.7mm stroke. If you use it in a 45-degree angle, then it's going to give you a 4mm stroke. And if you use it this way, then it's going to get Mr. Gemin, your pet barking. It's going to give you a 0.5mm stroke. One of the main issues as a left-handed person, obviously, the direction of the stroke is a problem, and it takes a wee bit of getting used to do things backwards, so to speak. So let's insert an ink cartridge, unscrew the barrel detached from the pen unit, insert the cartridge firmly while holding the pen unit with the nib pointing upwards. This way. No, pen unit, this way. Oh, right, okay. This is all getting a bit complicated. I can't really see what colours we've got there. I'm assuming it's blue, black and red, and I'm going to take the red one, I think. So let's do this. Shove it in. After inserting new cartridge, squeeze the cartridge gently before use to allow the ink flow. Squeeze it. Oh, yeah. So you can see that's gone down into this part here. And then we shove this back in. Oh, this is all too complicated. To wash the pen unit, hold the pen with the nib upright, remove the empty cartridge, insert the pipette. So basically, you're using this to flush out anything that's left in this kind of like holding chamber here. Dip the pen several times into a pot of water, blah, 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 and remove the pipette. Okay. Right, this is all a wee bit complicated, but it's fine. Right, what is this we've got as well? We've got drawing ink here, a technical orange, otherwise known as offensive orange. This is Conor Hardmouth. So, I don't know, do you want to dip with that, or we use a brush for that or something? They didn't give us a brush. Okay. Ooh. Mel's been using a parallel pen for wonky urban nature sketching. Somewhere there's a calligraphy artist screaming every time I dig my pen into a sketchbook. Yes. Oh. Used to love these boxes, but then they made me broke and they were only shut up half the time and I was getting double charged and I was also, yeah, that's no use, Angela. No, I think Jock left because Mr. Jem came in. Right, okay. I'm not convinced about this at all, guys. Like I'm not happy about this box at all. I do like the fact we've got these cute little clips, so I like stuff like that. It's definitely going to require more beer. Right, let's get rid of the paper. And oh, Let's do the QR code. I'm going to be like QR coded out my brain by the time I'm finished at 8 o'clock here. Oh God. Got so many emails as well. Who needs to be emailing me at this time of night? I don't want your newsletter. Put in the very secret password. Enter. Menu. Art supplies. Oh, no, that was the wrong one. Oh, okay, pilot innovation and sustainability from Japan. Deeply rooted in Japanese tradition, blah, blah, blah. They're talking about Pilot as a company, though. I'm not really interested. I want to know about the pen. Oh, there we go. Discover the artist in you with the Pilot parallel pen. I need to put this on manual focus again. Sorry, guys. The art of beautiful writing is back in fashion, and with the Pilot parallel pen, you'll become a master of calligraphy. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Whether you're beginner or professional, this wonderful writing instrument gives your words and drawings a special touch and lets your creativity shine in a completely new light. The parallel pen is no ordinary fountain pen. Special tip, 2 parallel stainless steel plates. We've talked about that. So we can do 6 different line widths from a fine 1.5 to a powerful 6mm. Easily identified by cap colour. You can draw both broad and extra fine lines with just 1 calligraphy pen. The parallel pen comes in a practical standard set that contains everything you need to get started with calligraphy. A plastic plate for cleaning, a cleaning converter and 2 ink cartridges in the colour black and red. Oh, okay, so we've got 2 black and 1 red. You can also choose from a variety of other colourful replacement cartridges. So they're talking about using the 2 pens. 1 parallel pen, 2 colours. Open an additional colour cartridge and drip a little ink onto a non-absorbent surface such as glass or plastic. Hold the tip of your parallel pen in the drops to absorb the colour to create wonderful gradations. Right, well, we can try that. Okay. Recommended retail price is $18.35 of the Euro description. This is lovely, but yeah, no. So they're talking about the cartridges here as well. Okay, right, that's fine. Lovely jubbly. Drawing ink for technical drawing in offensive orange. This hobby ink contains high quality pigments with bright colour brilliance for drawing on transparent or drawing paper. The ink creates a waterproof coating after drying. Quick drying, light, fast and intermixable. The ink hardly loses any of its intensity, even when heavily diluted. Okay, so we could dip our pen into this. That would work. Or we can use, I don't really want to bust open these cartridges, to be honest, but we can try it with this and see if we can get some sort of gradient there. The SMLT art paper, natural white Angus paper containing cotton inside, the surface of specific laid finish paper suited for all kinds of dry sketches, but best for pencils, charcoal and pastel, and yet they've given us it for ink. Take from that what you will, sorry. Natural colour cardboard cover, hardback, micro perforated sheets and spiral on top. Inside paper is wood free, pH neutral and long life. 2 large staple, copper colour. Designed for artists and creative professionals to secure and hold, organise. Yeah, I think we know what to do with them. Recommended retail price, 60 cents. So this is, see, a little bit of ASMR here too. It might be pronounced smelt, I don't know, Thea. It just seems like 4 letters. When there's no vowels involved, I tend to go with with them as initials. You might be right. They are pretty, aren't they, Mel? I quite like them. I've got a thing for stuff like that. I do like a good bit of stationery. Okay, so I wonder what the scroller challenge is. Topic, lines and graphics. Well, that's fairly standard. Are those still dashes or are they already letters? Is that calligraphy or already an illustration? That's what we're asking ourselves this month. An overall composition of simple lines, shapes and letters become a complex, unique painting. What can you include in your picture consisting of lines? Have you seen a calligraphic bird? We say anything is possible and looking forward to your results. Well, you can look forward to results all you want, you'll not get them from me. Let's try this pen out though, I'm quite curious. I don't know how far, like, I feel as if this isn't down far enough. I think I might need assistance from some of you that have actually, like, done this before. And there we go, it's working its way down now. That's better. You can see it's all in there now. Ugh. Give it a bit of a squish, everything will be fine. Screw this on a bit better. This is too much concentration for a Friday night. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's very red. Right, I think we're going now. Now, I've gone with the grain of the paper there, which is fine. Okay, that's quite fun. So let's try it at a different angle. Oh, okay. Let's oh, see, going left to right's not a thing. That was horrible. Right, let's see what I can remember from actual calligraphy, and the answer to that is not a lot. Oh, Gothic lettering. It's quite satisfying in a way. Obviously, I've got no guidelines here, but see because this paper's got these horrible lines on it, if you try and move against the grain like I did there, it's really scratchy. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Like, oh, what a horrible noise. Oh, and left to right's just not a thing. I think on smoother paper this might actually be quite nice. Not enjoying it here though. Look at that for an unsteady hand, jeez. I look as if I'm writing it in my own blood. Oh, that's funny. Abba used the other side of the paper. I think that's probably a good idea. See, I've got this going on already as well. Joy's have been a lefty. I think smoother paper would be much more agreeable for this. Why would they give you this paper? I don't understand, guys. I don't, no likey. Gem, no likey. Ugh. And that's about as much calligraphy as you're going to get out of me. Look at that bad boy. The colour's really nice though, like the ink's really nice. The orange isn't going to do much from this. My assumption is though, now that cartridge is open, I'm not going to fart about trying to clean that out. We're going to run out of time. We are going to run out of time. Let's see what happens. Mel's been using hers in a little Talon sketchbook and it's so smooth. Yeah, I think this was a bad paper choice, honestly. Let me get something non-porous. What have we got kicking about? I've got a wee lid from one of my tubs here. We'll try that. Let's zoom out a wee bit more. Whoop. That's a good shake. Oh, this is a... Right, no, I'm not even bothering with that. It's got like a pretend dropper on it. Give me an actual pipette. Actual pipette's not in here. Over here. There we go. It looks like there'll be one in the stash shop soon. Yeah, I think you might be right there, Jan. Let me plonk out some of this there. Oh, God, that's offensive. Right, okay. So the idea is that we dip this in here. Okay. And then if we keep going, if we keep, eventually this should go red. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, look, that's actually quite nice. Oh yeah, okay, right. So yeah, Gem fully approves of this. You all know I like a good gradient. This makes me happy. This does not make me happy. This makes me happy. This is actually quite a nice pen to use. Like it makes me want to use it. I'm not gonna lie, which is really unusual for me. To actually create something sensible with it, that's another matter entirely. I would like some smoother paper. Let's grab this hot press paper that we were using earlier. Why not? To get this out of the way as well. Look how pretty the cotton colours look. Let's see what it's like on a smoother paper. Oh yes. See, that feels really nice. I don't have to press hard. I don't have to make an effort. Oh yeah. That's so good. That is such a smooth gradient as well. Okay, like I take that back. I actually really like this. I would like to do more stuff like this, and I've got lots of different drawing inks, so that's something I could definitely do. What I would actually put, like how I would actually put it into an artwork or any kind of like calligraphy, I don't really know the answer to that, but I like it. It's nice. It's really nice. I do want to clean the end of this nib off though. Again though, it's one of those things, it's kind of fun. Realistically, am I going to use it? The answer is no. Like, no. It's not really my wheelhouse at all, so I feel like this might be another stash shop job, seriously, guys. Like, that was fun, but that's about as fun as it's going to get for me. Just not my thing at all. I'm more excited about paint and stuff. Right, I'm going to put the cap on this. The other ink's black ink, so I'm not too bothered about that. This orange ink is suitably... Oh, this screws on. I'm trying to push it on. Screws on. This orange ink is something else, though. Like, oh, wow. That's one of those colours that just comes up and punches you in the face. Right, okay. Well, I can say honestly, interesting box. A bit more fun than I thought it was going to be. Again, I always look at the practicalities, and this is the thing. And it was like I was talking about earlier with the, like, actually having the subscriptions. It's such a lot of money now, and realistically, something like that, I'm never going to use it again. I would play about with it, but am I going to use it even on a semi-regular basis to make art? So 20, it's a lot of money for something that I'm not really going to use, and I wouldn't want it to go to waste. And luckily, you know, I can stick stuff in the stash shop, and most of you, or at least some of you, would have an interest to want to pick it up at a bit of a reduced rate. But it's just not worth it, guys. Like, not worth it. And this paper, I really don't like this paper, and it's a preference thing. There's nothing wrong with the paper. It's good quality paper. Nothing has bled through. It's just, I don't like it. I just don't like it. That's not very helpful for some of you, I know, but there we go. Right, okay, so aside from a really pretty gradient, because that's what it is, which I really like, that was about as much of a giggle as I got out of that. So sorry, Upcrate, that just didn't tickle my fancy, but that's okay. That is absolutely fine, because it's clearly tickled some of you in the chat. So as long as it's tickled somebody, that's all that matters. No more lines. Thank you very much. I love you all, but no more lines. Right, let's get on to our final box. So this is the most recent update. We are back up to date. Bye. I'm starting to get box opening fatigue attacks here. Oh, look at the colour of the paper. Jim's favourite. Ooh. Nice. Oh, there's stuff in there. Okay, what's going on in here? We've got a one sticker. What's that in the back? I don't know whether it looks like fish in the background. Let's get the box out the way. Yeah, looks like fish. Like a swimmy swim. Very good. Zana Sousa. Artist with a degree in painting from the Faculty of Fine Arts in Lisbon. Okay, interesting. The paper, it's been marked by the ink off of this, but it's only one side. This is really textured paper as well. And it's kind of like that faux canvas type. Like, I hate this paper. The other side is smooth though. Like, it's really, really smooth. We've had this paper before with Upcrate. 100%. I don't care what's in this parcel over here. It does match my shirt though. Oh, oh, there you go. I will be using the smooth side of the paper. I don't want any more texture paper. And our little sticker matches. I love the use of the colour against the black though. I like things like that against black. That kind of fascinates me a wee bit. So, let me just put, how many sheets have we got here? That's quite thick as well. I think this is the 300 GSM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I really like the fact that Upcrate have listened about the paper thing as well, because if you remember, they went through a phase of like being really stingy with their paper. I'm glad they've come out the other side of that. Oh, matchy matchy. Happy dog as we have moved to bed. Okay, Susan's in bed, everyone, with her dog. What's in here? Oh, oil pastels. Oh, oil pastels. They're fun. Number 1 Artgraph. Oh. Oh. Drawing graphite putty. This water soluble. Okay, bye-bye. I'll see you all later. Ooh. Oh, this is fun. Do you like the oil pastels? Oh no, I think we've had a bit of a disaster in here. Hang on. Oh. Had these before. These were great. Really enjoyed them. We've got a nice palette of oranges and yellows here. So we've got a cool yellow, a warm yellow. We've got orange, red, and something in the middle. And then we've got white as well. Oh, this is interesting. I'm really excited about this though. It's squishy. It's squishy. Drawing a graphite putty. I have never seen this before. Okay. 6 pieces mixed colours. Okay. Really like the tissue paper as well. How exciting! I don't even know what I'm doing with this, so I'm gonna have to do the QR code thing first. It's exciting. I'm assuming we're dipping in there and then or something. Susan says she thinks I may like this one. I think I might. Anything to do with graphite? I'm like, You got other colours than me. It does say on the cardboard, on the little box, it says mixed colours, so people might not have got the same stuff. The QR code. Well, Mel, we can figure it out together. Right, what's this password? Go. I'll pop this to the side just now. Definitely gonna need more beer for this one. Look at the mucky fingers in the picture. Right, the graphite putty. Oh. This is intriguing. Intriguing. We go. So, to ensure the drawing's integrity and stability, the Artgraph number 1 was developed to fix and dry quickly. So that's the putty element, I'm assuming. Allowing work continuity even when used on wet surfaces. Keep the package seal in order to keep the humidity. Well, we don't have any problems with humidity in Scotland. What to do when the product dries out, even inside the packaging? If you notice that the putty shows signs of excessive drying, add water incrementally depending on how adaptable you want the material to be. When the product shows to be completely dry, you can fix it just with the addition of water in the packaging itself. Wait 1 or 2 days. Well, that's like a lifetime. And it will return to its initial state. Treat as clay. So yeah, treat it like air dry clay. That makes sense. It does look really grotty, but in an entirely fun way. No, drawing will never be the same. Viarco's history, blah blah blah. Look at this, so exciting. The Artenia Dry Point is a really useful tool made of high quality steel with a comfortable wooden handle, which provides it a really kind and useful touch when in use. Each of Artenia's dry points is made using a handcrafted artisan processes. Blah blah blah. Okay, made in Spain. What do we do with it though? It's just like a jaggy pointy tool. Oil pastels, mixed colours. So that's the colours that I've got. They're just in the wrong order. Oil pastels are brilliant colour made with pure pigments. They're great fun and you can do really fast art with them. Soft, smooth laydown, no dust. Wonderful tinting strength and easy colour transfer. Suitable on various grounds. 12 stick general colour selection. So it's telling you all the ones that you could have. At €6, absolutely dirt cheap. Like a really fast, fun and cheap way to make art. The watercolour paper is the 300 GSM, so we've had this before, the Upcrate watercolour paper. It has a rough and a smooth side. We've already decided we're going smooth side. Recommended retail price of €1 bagging. Okay, so I think we need to look at the how to do type stuff. There's the interview with the artist. Here's entries for one of the others. Topic black but colourful. Use the materials in this month's Upcrate. Okay. Well, that's not entirely helpful, but okay. Oh, no, that was not what I meant to click at all. Do we really want to sit through the how to do video? I don't think that we do. The dirty hands. I think the putty's going to be fun. What am I doing with this? Tell me what I'm doing with this, guys. Yeah, if anybody's got any clue what I'm supposed to be doing with this, I would love to know. I think I'm just going to go for it with the graphite putty though, honestly. Let's swatch some stuff out. Yeah, the magazine there really wasn't that helpful, was it? Let's shut this off. Oh, is it a scratchy tool? I think so, Thea. I think that's the idea. Obviously, if you've got a layer of graphite down, you can etch things into it. I'm just going to grab a pair of gloves, guys. I'll be 2 seconds. You're right down there, Jock. No, you're fine. Literally got 50 minutes left. Go for it. Yep, I will. Hey guys. I've just bumped into Mr. Jem there, and the first thing I said to him was, "Oh wow, you smell." He was wanting to run a bath, but he didn't want to in case we could hear it in here, and I was like, "I'll shut the door, just run a bath." Bless him. He looks really tired as well. I think he's had a hard day. Hazel, is it like a wax scratch picture colour underneath with graphite above? That might be an idea. Oh, I know Jog just follows me about, Patty. That's normal. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's try a few different ways of doing things here. I'm really keen on this putty though. Oh, this is like, oh, it's so disgusting, but it's so cool at the same time. Can I pull a bit of this? Oh, guys, this is amazing. I'm really excited by this. Right, can we squish it into? Oh, look, it's so pretty though as well. Oh. Thea's like, you, I know, look, this is why we wanted the gloves. I just want to see. Oh, you could make some really moody, like, cloudy skies with this. Look, oh, yes. And that's like silk going down on the smooth side of that paper. Oh, I am so happy right now. I am ridiculously happy right now. I love graphite. Like, I just love it. It's so simple. Yeah, so you can like put it into a nubbin like you would with a kneaded eraser, so you can really like work away with it. But if I set that down now, like, oh, It smooshes out really well as well. This is fun. Couldn't use without gloves for sure. Well, I'm under the impression that everything's going to get covered in graphite now, and I'm totally okay with it. So when I'm scratching there, oh god, I don't want to touch the zoom lens now. Can you see the marks I've left there though? They're actually dark. I'm not, yeah, okay, that's really interesting. But straight away I'm like, oh, clouds, look. Let's pick this up. I'm pretty contaminated, but at this point, you know. But we can mix some white in, look. And then we can find a clean-ish finger. Yeah, look, make some really moody storm clouds. Oh, guys, I'm in love. Oh, Ulrika's away to feed her stray cat. And then if the sun was setting underneath, then you could have some bounce light off these clouds. We could get a bit of definition there. Let's get some orange on the go. I'm right into this, guys. This is magical. You are going to get a little bit of muddiness, obviously, with the graphite if you don't steer clear of it. I don't even know what finger to... I don't even care anymore, but look. You could totally tidy this up with an eraser or whatever because it's graphite. And then we can wing some white down on there as well. Lighten that up. This is pretty good fun, not gonna lie. Would not recommend without gloves though. Okay, I think the thing that would concern me is the control with the graphite. And I mean, it's dirty work. But look, you could even build that up in layers, like you can, oh hi. I can't put the manual focus on. I don't want to take one of these gloves off because putting it back on is going to be a different story. Right. That should stop it zooming in it, but look at the depth we've got in that already. The cat distribution system. Oh, I've got a little bit that's crumbled off as well though. But look, like, I wonder if we can get that really... Oh, this is fun, guys. Like, okay, let's try the other method though, that you have all been talking about. I would imagine that a kneaded eraser would take this off my fingers though. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Let me grab this. Right, let's see what that does. Yeah. I don't think it's going to get me entirely... Oh no, I was going to say I don't think it's going to get me entirely clean, but that works. Yeah, okay. I think it might ruin my kneaded eraser, but okay. Try with water. Yeah. Okay, I'll get to the water. Give me a second. This is exciting. What a way to finish off these boxes though, guys, really. Like, this is fun. Right, that's not taking it all off, but I think I'm going to minimise the transfer, especially with this hand now. That's much better. Right, let's rescue this a little bit. I do actually have a separate kneaded eraser that oh, where did that come from? I do have a separate kneaded eraser that I use for charcoal. That might have been a bit more appropriate. I also would like some beer right now. So let's see what happens if I put down some of this, some of this. Oh, there's that, the graphite's crept in there, you see. And some of this. I really love these oil pastels, they're great, they're really good fun. If you're an impatient artist, I am sometimes. Right, so, can we just like... There's something so wrong about this, but it's so right at the same time, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's all stuck to the paper. Oh no. Right, okay. So it is a wee bit crumbly. It's not bad though. But now if we grab our scratchy implement. Okay. Yes. Oh yes. Look. Okay, that's exactly what we're supposed to do. Thank you for very messy pursuit, but it's really good fun. This is one of these best fun you can have your clothes on jobs here, isn't it? Super messy, but look at that. That's shining through beautifully. You could do lots and lots of good stuff with that. Right, I've got some water. I've got water everywhere. Um, I'm just like, let's use this water here. That's fine. So it's, yeah, we can dip it in water. Oh God, it's quite crumbly though, to be fair. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen here. Oh, oh my. Oh my. Now see, instantly I kind of want to take a paintbrush to that and like start squishing it about a bit. Mel, every wall of my house would end up with graphite fingerprints on it. Definitely. But look at that. Like, wowee. It dries fairly quick. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is... But look, right, I've got it on my fingers now. I feel like this needs like have like an A3 sheet of paper and get some really expressive stuff going. But look how dark and how concentrated that is. That's amazing. This is fun. See, between the wet bit and this kind of thing, like I'm thinking like stormy sea, like shipwreck kind of picture. Hi Charlie, how you doing? That is dark, isn't it? Yeah, I was just about to say that, Elise. I'll wait till it dries because it's drying really quickly. You can see the bit that's wet in the corner. I'm going to try and erase it and see what happens. Technically, I suppose it should, but it did say that it would fix if it was wet, so we'll try. This is great fun, and I think probably this is a really nice way for me to end my subscriptions with these boxes, with having something not only that I haven't had before, but it's graphite, because you'll know it's my favourite thing, and I'll take graphite in any form. This is definitely the messiest form I've had it in, right enough, but I'm not complaining. Thea would like a video where you use it in an artwork. Yeah, oh definitely. Definitely. I would be up for that. I'm just kind of like, I don't really know what to do now though. Oh, I think I might have to bin this eraser once we're finished with it here tonight. Charlie, who's finished work late, forgot the live stream. That's okay, you can watch it back on a replay. You can join in the antics for the next maybe 5 or 10 minutes because we're nearly done. But you can go back and watch it from the beginning, that's okay. I'm going to skip this advert that's coming up because we're nearly finished. Let's skip that one. See you later. Bye-bye. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, I'm not sure how dry this is though. Trying to find like a... Oh, that is okay. That's proper dry. Let's see what happens then. No, you can't erase it. At least it is coming off on the eraser, but it's not lifting enough for it to make a difference on the paper. Like you can just faintly see that mark there. Well, that's a turn up for the books. Thea's asking if you can use the scratchy tool in the dark part. I would imagine we can, again, because it's like fixed to the paper. So let's try that too. This is a voyage of discovery, isn't it? It's doing the same thing as it did up here. It's not actually... Oh, I've just taken that. I took a chunk out the paper there. That's not... Okay. Right on its side a little bit. No, it's not. That's not really doing anything. It's just making a mess. Well, okay. It's taken up some of the graphite though, but it's taken up the paper as well. I've almost put a hole in the paper there. Okay. What an interesting box. I think yeah. I think that something like this is fairly sensible. Obviously, scratched up the graphite to reveal colour underneath to produce something like that. It's a really nice thing to do. But I 100% want to do an artwork with this. Like that's a thing for me right now. There's a wee bit, and you won't be able to see it there, but there's a little bit of like graphite floating about on the top of that water there. Oh, so basically it just contaminates everything. That's the way it goes. But that's amazing. That's pretty fun. Oh, I've missed a bit as well. God. Right, let's see if we can pop this. But look at the state of the place. Right, don't touch your phone. Let's have one clean hand and one dirty hand. That's still got ink on it, but still. Right, put the phone out of the way. Oh. Yeah, I was just about to say it might depend on how much water you use, but also how much pressure you put on it as well. Because you could use it dry to get a little bit there, and then you can smudge that out. You could use a blending stump. You probably got on better with that. To smooth that out, and then you could use like wet round the edges if that's what you wanted to do, or maybe just press a little bit harder. Like I feel like there's a lot of play in it, and there would be several different ways to arrive at the same conclusion, if that makes sense. I think it's quite a versatile medium. It's very, very good fun, but oh my god, it's messy. And normally I'm not that keen on messy mediums, but because it's graphite, I'm just like see, even looking at it in there, it's like, oh, that's like a liquid fortune in there just about. I'm really happy about that. Mel says, I wonder if you could mould it into shapes like trees, etc. Yeah, that would go really well with your little cat ghosts. See? Not a bad idea, Mel. Oh, do you know what we could do, Mel? I could do you like a foresty, ghosty background, and you could put your little ghosty cats in. We could do a collaboration. That would be amazing. Right, I don't want to tip this up too much. The paper's withstanding this really well. We've been through this with this paper quite a few times. It's very robust. It's 300 GSM, and it deals well with most stuff that you chuck at it. These oil pastels, they're great fun, really quick and easy medium to use, and you can churn out a finished picture really quickly, especially if you use a loose art style and just go for it. And again, not something that I would normally do, but the last time I had these, that was the bananas picture, if any of you remember of it. Remember it, great fun. Highly recommend those Van Gogh pastels, they're good fun. Not sure how much I would use the scratchy stick unless I'm going for this particular type of technique, but still, wow, what a way to finish off the boxes. And I was like, so you're saying I need to buy it then? Yes. Okay, guys, it is 1 minute past 8. I'm really sorry we didn't get to do some actual art, and I didn't finish my beer either. But I've had like really good fun. The boxes have been what they usually have. There's always ups and downs, isn't there? I feel this is a really nice way for me to finish with the subscription boxes though, and for sure I'll be using some of these, namely this putty graphite, to do something exciting. If Mel is up for a wee bit of collaboration, I think that would be a lovely project to do. We can share it on Instagram or whatever. But that is us through all of the boxes. As I say, for the stuff that I don't want to keep for myself, which obviously is the vast majority of it, I'll likely put that up in the stash shop on Sunday, and you know you can grab it at a very reasonable price if it's something you'd like to try out for yourself. We do also have some new paints coming from Julia fairly soon. If any of you have seen her Instagram post, she's working on a new palette. And the problem is that the humidity is stopping them drying properly, so we just have to be patient and wait, but they will come. Mel's up for a collab. Yay! We shall organise that, Mel. Mel, can you send me an email, please, just so I've got an email address to contact you on. I'm going to put my email address in the chat just now so you know where to get a hold of me. If you just drop me a wee hello email and I'll get back to you and we'll organise something. Because I think that would be mostest funnest. Right, there you go, colourcavegem@gmail.com. Just drop me a wee quick email and we'll sort something out. Patty's got the other hands. Okay, guys, that is it for today. I hope you all have a really nice weekend. This has been a lovely way for me to kick off my weekend. I'm going to go and see if Mr. Jem's arms and legs are all still attached, and hopefully he smells a bit better than when I saw him a minute ago. He's hopped in the bath. So this has generated some quite nice videos for us as well. Definitely going to do something with this this graphite putty, is that what we can call it? That's what we're going to call it. But that's a video for sure. I do have a video coming on Sunday, so you can look for that in due course. I can see we've already got other hands for the mods. Once again, they do a fabulous job. They just do as they're told. But we're very lucky. We don't really have any problems here in this here stream. If you don't want to watch the video on Sunday, I'll see you on Wednesday for our Work in Progress Wednesday live stream as normal. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we will finish off our last Aqua Buddy and I can get busy making them into stickers. So, have a great weekend, everyone. Really nice to hang out with you. Just loving having a wee bit of fun with you all, and appreciate you all in coming and joining me tonight. And I will see you all very soon back here in the cave. Bye everyone, have fun!